to Chaos Chamber, everyone. Oh, there's
Nope,
everybody.
there we go.
All right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it. We'll do a quick recap, and then we will get started. See where you guys want to go. I know some people in and out, but that's okay. We'll figure out the details. So we've only had two sessions with this, just to catch up Rusty, since this is his first time. The group was a group of I don't call you ugly ducklings, but yeah, a group of assholes who were brought together by an alliance made by the Lord's Alliance and the Harpers. They were all delivered messages to come to Sundabar if they wanted to turn their lives around, and this is the group that showed up. Others were given that note, but they didn't show up. And then you went on several more fact-finding missions with a little interaction given to you by the Harpers, more to test you, and that's where we kind of picked up at level 5, up towards the north by right outside of Luskin. Um, and then the group proceeded to walk into Luskin, showing off their Harpers and Lord's Alliance rings, because everybody who is an Alliance member has a ring. So they could not get passage in Luskin. They decided to travel south along, I think it's the high road, until they hit Neverwinter, and they caught a boat there all the way down to Boldar's Gate. Their mission, as they were given, was to investigate an attack on a mercenary group. Through some excellent detective work from Brogny, he found out information while Maricos decided he was going to say, fuck you guys, I'm going to the library, as he's done in every town so far. That's
Yes.
basically it. We'll jump in there. You guys had a night's sleep. You woke up the next morning, and I think you were deciding what to do, where to go.
Wait,
Uh,
where are we again? We're in Neverwinter.
You're in Boldar's Gate. You guys caught the
Oh,
ship down. You paid 22 gold for the whole party.
okay.
You woke up and your cook Hamwise decided in the inn he was going to go ahead and start making breakfast for everybody. And to which the innkeeper came in and said, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the hell out of here!"
That's
And Brogny ate everything put in front of him.
And everybody else's. Nobody had leftovers at all. We waited for the Sleeping Beauty to come. Oh yeah, I almost got shot in the face with a crossbow bolt. Didn't even flinch. Not give a fuck. Kill me. Do it. Do it. Hey, real quick. So in my character, I know I have the belt of dwarven kind because I'm growing a beard from my tusk or from my trunk.
I mean,
Excuse me.
you get a chance to grow a beard. Did you roll for this morning?
No, but I will. But listen, I'm growing a beard one way or the other. There's before I die, popping out a beard. It's gonna happen. But I also have an amulet of health. Did
Okay.
that go to somebody else?
I don't think so.
It was. I mean, I don't need it because the amulet of health puts your constitution to 19, and then the belt of dwarven kind puts your increases your constitution by 2.
I
Uh,
believe you are the one that identified it, but I don't think it was claimed at this point.
Yeah.
yeah, I will. I mean, I'm cool with the belt of dwarven kind, but I do not need the amulet of health if someone needs that. It'll put my constitution, yeah,
I mean,
higher than 20. So
Marikos will go up to Brogny and say, Brogny, if no one is going to take the amulet, if it's going to waste, I will certainly wear it. But considering my background, but if someone else needs it, certainly they can have it before I can.
and then are we officially meeting our new friend yet? Or like is that coming into play in a little bit? I don't want to
We'll pull Rusty in a little bit. I have a mental plan.
Okay, cool.
You have not
Cool.
met him yet.
Okay, cool. Oh yes, I think that's a wise choice. And I'll hand him over the amulet of health. I do not want you to die. It'll increase your health and constitution. Here you are, my friend.
At this point, you guys have made enough noise. Boldar.
You know what? You know what? Fuck you all. I love Brogny.
I do too.
How much does your fucking throat hurt at the end of this session?
You know, okay, so shockingly, I thought this one was gonna do it in. The voice for my illusionist wizard like fucks my voice up super bad. This one, totally fine. I wish I would have chosen this voice long ago. I think it's hilarious.
I like it.
I can't. I can't.
All right, so I'm gonna okay, so I'm gonna roll real quick. I'm gonna roll a D100, 1 to 50, no beer, or you pick either below 50 or above 50. You pick.
Give me one sec. Belt of Dwarven kind. Does it say in there?
While we're all waiting to
50%,
decide where the
just
fuck we're
50%
going, because
chance,
I
okay.
imagine it's gonna take a minute, I'm gonna attune to this thing. I'm gonna take the hour.
Yeah, all right. Hold on one sec. Hold that thought. So Belt of Dwarven kind is just 50% chance. So we'll go 50 or lower.
50 or lower? Awesome. D100, let's do this shit.
So you do
81.
not grow
Fuck,
here.
we're not.
I mean, you know, the Loxodon can grow hair. It's not like a Goliath who can't grow hair. So you got some whiskers and stuff. The
Like
Belted
little
Dwarven
control
kind would just make it real thick. You know what I mean?
Now listen, the whiskers are coming out of my nose. It's like an old person, like the hair's coming out. It's not a beard. It's nasty, straggly hairs that I haven't clipped or maintained in a long time. Because, well, let's be honest, I'm a priest.
I have an image of somebody in my head, which I'll name later on, not
Yeah.
on.
Appreciate that.
Fantastic.
All right. So as you guys are all sitting around the table, you've made your presence known in at least in the inn, and all of a sudden, two Baldar's Gates guards stroll in with a piece of paper in their hand. They approach your table and they say, "Tanator Bladestrike. Where is he?"
I ask what this is about. We are right in the middle of breakfast. Very important to get your nutrients in the morning. I'm Brogny, Iron Tusk. Nice to meet you. And I will whip out my trunk and try to shake his hand.
Now, keep
Are
in
they
mind,
coming in all hot and bothered, or like super like where is he? Like they want to get him, or are they just like, hey, where's this guy at? We're buddies.
roll an insight check.
I was gonna say insight check.
Yeah.
You
Fuck 'em.
fuck.
Good.
While you guys are doing that, can you hear me fine?
Oh, yeah.
Can now? Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, so they're not friends for sure. It's not buddy feeling that you get. It feels like they're looking for Tanator. They mean business and give him up. As Brogny's talking, which remember, you guys came down for breakfast, but then you waited another 3 hours for Michael to actually wake up and come downstairs. So this is
Well-
no longer breakfast time. This is like 11's right now.
Oh, this is like first lunch? This is second breakfast. This is second breakfast.
Tanator at the table?
Handwise is
Tanator is like hiding visibly, but you see the guards look down at the piece of paper they're holding and look back up, and they just look at Tanator and they say, "Come with us."
Yes. Time out, please. Would you mind telling us why you want our friend?
This is Boldar's Gates business. Please stay out of it.
I don't like it. Would you
They-
please reconsider?
And they get out shackles and walk towards Tanator.
Oh,
I'm gonna turn around as they're walking towards him, not paying attention. I'm gonna turn away from them. And I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to look like Tanator.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn to them and say, um, Elliot, you need to stop playing like me. I am the real Tanator. What business do you have? What is going on?
Go ahead and roll a. Let's do a.
Deception.
What's the actor? No, I wasn't going to say actor. He's trying to act like Tanator, right? So, let's do a
That's deception.
Performance?
performance. I was thinking performance. Yeah,
Performance, or I mean, both of them are +2, so I'll do
I like it.
performance, but
I'll let you pick
okay,
performance or deception.
it's the same. 16.
All right, you definitely one of them. You completely fool. He starts walking towards you to get you to come with him. The other one grabs his arm and just shakes his head, and they walk over to Tanator and put the shackles on him,
Um,
and they say, "Thank you for not making a scene."
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
All right.
DC 15 Wisdom save. Is it? Hold on. I'm sorry. Charisma. DC 15 Charisma save.
Both of them fail. However, their emotions don't change. They are not angry. They are just doing their job. They were given orders
Oh, you said
to
they were
come get
hostile.
Tanator. Now, I said they weren't friends, but
Oh,
doesn't mean they're not just doing their job. They're just coming to pick him up.
well,
Tanator looks at you guys and says, "Just go. I'll catch up and explain."
damn. We're trying so hard to not let you take the guy that's not here.
yeah, I know.
Exactly what I'm trying to fucking do, and you guys are like, "No, let's fireball him." Fuck off.
Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome.
I then am going to cast disguise self on myself and be
It's
like,
Tanator.
no, I'm the real Thanos. No, I won't.
No, go for it. Tanator is confused as fuck right now. He's like, where'd Marcos go?
I'm just gonna okay, and I'm just gonna go back to eating my peanuts and whatever else ham wise is slamming down my throat hole.
All right, so
Oh, you know
Nate?
what? I'm slamming down that throat hole.
Fucking right you are.
Shit. Yeah, it went there. So
Yeah, bro.
Nate and Ashley, feel free to tell G he's got to come up with a story of why the Boldar's Gate guard took him and imprisoned him. Maybe it was a mix-up. Maybe it was actually something. He's got to come up with it since he wasn't here.
I'm excited.
Okay,
I
he's going
love
for a
that.
walk, so I'll remind him when he comes back.
Yeah, no
It's
worries.
so awesome.
All right, now it's back to you guys. You're at the table. The guards took Tanator, and what do you want to do?
What do you think that was about?
I don't think
Embezzlement.
yeah,
You're
killing
obviously
someone.
not wrong.
I don't know. I was thinking prostitution, but I could be completely wrong.
I can also see that he has a astounding figure for someone his age. I'm quite
All right,
full now.
What was our purpose to come to Baldur's Gate? Did we find out why we're supposed to come to Baldur's Gate? I don't remember. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, the contract was to come down to Baldur's Gate and investigate an attack on a group of mercenaries. You know from some library work from Maricos that there are some mercenary groups that are here or that have a presence in Baldur's Gate. So you haven't figured out which mercenary group was attacked, but you also know from um, Brogny's detective work in a uh, bar down to the south that which he just completely left you guys, by the way. But you
I got
found out
lost. I got lost, okay? I got sidetracked. I smelled some good shit. I got lost.
he did, however, find out that there was an attack in a temple to the west. I
Yeah.
believe it's called the Ladies' Hall. Double check on that.
Yeah.
Brogny,
Yeah, that's what it is.
maybe we head down to that area and see what we can find out.
Yeah, I think the scene of the crime is where we need to go.
I think that's a splendid idea. I shall follow your lead, kind sir.
Brogny, you were the one who entered this establishment, so I think we should follow your lead, my dear friend.
I have to say, I stumbled upon it by mistake. I smelled some delicious, delectable food and got lost. But as you will, I will get up. Let's go. I fucking
I just imagine Brogny's got his nose out like a periscope and he's trying
Yeah.
to find the smell again.
that's
I
exactly
hate
it. I'm heading off to where
right.
I think the ladies' hall might be from my superior detective work at
I am
some fine
100.
establishment drinking wine.
100% still Tanator right now.
I like it. I'm gonna
All right, hey,
say that you.
real quick, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
step out for a few minutes. Hopefully, it won't be too long.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
with
be
this
back.
group, you probably will have just made it out the door. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Actually, speaking of that, wait one moment, please. One moment. Give me 10 minutes or so. I have a
Do
little
it.
friend that could help us out, and
Now, also keep in mind, you did not attune to the necklace as you wished.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, listen, I'm all for chilling for a hot minute and attuning to this belt of dwarven kind. Totally fine with me. If you want to attune to that, I'm sure we can. Sure, we can chill for a
You,
little bit, finish eating
you've
some.
already attuned to the belt. He just didn't attune
Oh,
to the
did I?
necklace because
Okay,
he didn't have the necklace.
got it.
yeah,
Even
I'll
better.
wait. I'll wait. That's fine. No, I just one moment, and I will go up to the room. I'll bring down a friend. Just hold on, and I'm gonna go up to the room, and I'm going to ritualistically cast Find Familiar.
All right. Go ahead and mark off the gold for the incense.
And who am I going to turn you into? I want to turn you into a
I forget how much that is. Is that 100 gold worth of incense?
10 gold. What the fuck you mean?
10 gold. Is that what it is?
Yeah, 10. I'm going to turn him into an owl. You will see I'll come down with an owl and I'll mark off the 10 gold worth of shit.
Yeah. We won't make you shop for it. We'll just pretend like you did and mark off gold. I think that's easiest.
Yep.
I like it.
He may be able to help us scout out when we get close. That way we don't have to walk into any inconspicuous locations. And we can. And I'm not tuning to the amulet yet. And we can just go ahead and move on our way.
I'm
All
in.
right. Brogny found some scraps on the floor of the other tables as he was waiting for you to come down, and he scooped them up and ate every single one of them. Um,
Yes.
yeah, we'll go ahead and retroactively say that you talked to anyone around to find out where the ladies' hall is, if you'd like, and that you can head over there.
I'm in.
All
Fuck
right.
yeah, we did.
As you approach, so it's a rather small temple. It's only like 30 by 30. It seems to be pretty much a single main room, and then a back room. You can assume it's mostly the quarters of whoever's taking care of the temple for that time. So it's not necessarily as big as some other temples, and it is a temple of Tamora.
It would be. It would be.
It would be.
It would be. Oh no. He's Mistra. Warwick's tomorrow. Never mind.
Yeah.
Is yeah.
As you approach, you get within, we'll say 30 feet or so. You do see someone standing outside with a note. Um, Rusty, you want to go ahead and describe what they see as they approach?
Maybe make a roll and see if they see anything.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
that just for you though.
All right, you
Someone-
roll, and I'll tell you.
All right.
Being
I mean,
sneaky,
were you actively trying to hide from anybody, or were you just kind of hanging out, waiting? Because the So for your instance, the Lords, you'd be on the Lords Alliance side of things. You would
Mhm.
have a Lords Alliance ring, and you were kind of just joining the group late because although you got your letter, which is what's in your hand, you were not able to make it to Sundabar as instructed on the time instructed. You came late, and they just didn't care that you were late, and they sent you down here.
So basically, what I'm trying to do is kind of blend in. Think like someone puts on a baseball cap in a Marvel movie. You know.
Yeah, I would
it's
say
an American
performance. I
style.
like that.
All right. I suppose I'll do it to just everybody. It doesn't matter.
I like it.
Oh, couldn't have been at.
It's okay. We'll take the 10 and
Yeah.
let me just do a passive perception check. So, yeah, no, everybody sees you. Based
Okay.
on everyone's passive perception, everyone saw you as they got within 30 feet. No problems.
I'm gonna look at Brogny. Brogny, is he
So,
hiding from
so,
us?
so, what do they see, Rusty? Go ahead and describe your character.
So I am a sort of average height, high elf, dressed in kind of shabby clothing. Nothing super fancy, of course. Maybe to the point of like, man, someone needs to take you clothes shopping. Um, Sort of tattered, dusty robes, etc. I tried to put on the baseball cap, but like fucked up, and it's like a 3 foot diameter sombrero instead. So, um, you know,
Touche.
Um,
Touche.
but
Marcos, go ahead and make a general intelligence check for me.
Intelligence check.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you
Ow.
think you've seen him before.
That's our buddy back from like a couple hundred years ago. Didn't he fight in the battle of what's that one? It Brogny. It was the battle. It was by a cold river, I think. Trees fell in there, and that was that wizard shooting some weird pink shit at other people, the wrong people. I don't. Do you remember that?
I'm gonna approach the group and be like, "Is he okay?" Pointing at Evan's character.
Huh? He gets a little long-winded sometimes. You do look familiar, though. The name's Brogny. Brogny,
Speaking of wind, are you okay?
No! I'm 400 years old. My balls sag near my knees. I'm tired.
Oh, that's only
They just
middle
haven't
age
taken their
for
meds.
an elf. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm on my deathbed. I'm a loxodon.
What was that, Nate?
What? I knew it. Huh?
They just haven't taken their meds.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a geriatric fuck.
I'm
That's
gonna
exactly.
say, Elion, you do recognize the elephant in the room, pun intended. You remember, and no one knows this except Elion, but he remembers stealing something from Brogny a long time ago.
A little fucked up, don't you think? Would I know that he stole something? Would I have gotten to the
You
bottom
did
of it?
not know it at the time. That was I was hoping Maricos would have a high enough intelligence check to recognize that, hey, this is a little coincidental, but a 10 doesn't give you that.
Do I know said item is missing, or do I just not? Is it not important enough to know that it's missing?
I mean, I would say that you knew at the time it was missing, whether you put two and two together. If you want to roll an intelligence check, go for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I picked the character with a four, like a +4 there, but it didn't work out.
Intelligence 14. I don't know shit, and I'm okay with it.
I'm gonna say you didn't quite put two and two together. There was too much going on at the time, but yeah, you knew something was missing. You kind of recognized this guy was there, but it doesn't make you don't make that connection.
Sombrero looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? I get it. All right, that's cool. I forget what team I'm on, but that's
Yeah, I
fine.
pulled the wrong thing out of the disguise kit. I was trying to blend in, sort of feel the group out,
I totally get it.
and I'm not really letting on that I have seen this guy before, or that I know who he is, or stole shit from him
Yeah, makes
a while
sense.
back.
Do we see the letter? Do we see the letter he's holding?
Yeah, he's definitely holding a letter, and as you approach, he shows you it and says, are you the Copper Dozen?" And he proceeds to convince you that he knows about the Alliance, and he was sent by the Lord's Alliance, and shows you the ring, I assume.
And
Okay.
yep, and I'm gonna. So I don't like wear the ring like super flashy like Griswold. I've got it on a chain around my neck, so I pull it out, show it to these guys, and then tuck it back away. And then I'm gonna sit here and start counting. Be like, hey, wait a minute, the Copper Dozen?
Yes, a few
Are there
have
more?
perished, and a few
Listen,
will
we're
be
told they
replaced in
can't
time.
count.
Don't worry. I think
Are you gonna make it out of town?
probably not. Oh, hold on. Did I roll my
No.
my
You did.
D100 to see if I die yet?
I have
I
my
hope
number
you do.
here, but no, you did not roll.
Please,
D100
please.
96.
The number is not 100. I'm not telling you the number, that way you don't know if you died, but I have the number written down. I'll show you at that time.
All right, well I rolled a
So
96.
you are still okay at this point.
Fuck.
All right. So fortunately or unfortunately, Elion figured out that it was the ladies' hall that you guys need to be. He waited for you. You guys have now met up with him. You're at the ladies' hall, outside of the ladies' hall. What do you want to do?
I um I could send my owl in to scout around the area. Excuse me. That would be beneficial. If there's
I
an
mean,
open
it's a
window, I can.
30 by 30 building. Go for it.
Perhaps we should just go in and say hi. I'm a very pious person. I can walk in and act like I'm praying. And perhaps I could investigate the area as I am praying. Would anybody like to hold hands and pray with me? You can confess your sins, and I shall forgive you.
Brogny, I'm more than likely to stab you, as you are very well aware over the last 100 years of our friendship. But for the sake of our
I fucking love it.
mission, I will walk in. If you try to hold my hand, I will probably cut it off.
Just don't do anything on the hallowed ground. Make sure you do it outside of the church. And I'll walk in.
You're just gonna
I'm
open the
following him.
doors and go in?
I'm
Yeah, I'm
following
just
him.
gonna open the door and be like, "Hello, is this a place of churchiness where I can pray to my God? It has been so long."
Churchiness where you can pray to your God.
Yes.
What God do you worship?
Hold on. Oh, God, God
Or what
tier.
God do you want to claim that you worship?
Oh,
Who,
I'm not gonna lie. Thou shalt not lie. That's the first
who
covenant.
was it? I'm sorry.
God tier, Tyr. He's the god of justice and hold on. God tier 5e. He's lawful good he's the greater god of law and justice. Yeah, he's my boy. Me and him are tight.
Just checking his alliance with Tamora. That's all.
Oh, you know their alliance. You
All
know.
right. So you open the door and you start saying, "Is this the churchy place?"
Yes.
So that there is one person in the building. You can see them kneeling down. As you speak, they don't turn. They don't move. They just continue to pray.
Okay, I'll tiptoe up close to this person, but not right up next to them. I will and then I will get down on my knees and start praying for a little bit.
As he's walking out, what is everybody else doing? Did everybody else follow him in, or did you all stay outside? What?
I'm following him in.
Fuck yeah. We're
My
gonna
my
make this
owl's
fun.
gonna do
Hamwise is
my owl's gonna do a swipe around the building, and outside, and then let me know what's going on. I'll follow him in.
Hamwise is what?
I'm about to set up a trap.
Hamwise is gonna sneak into the church and kind of take cover behind. I assume there's some sort of pews.
It's pretty open, to be honest. Inside, you see that it branches off in four directions as a cross shape, and there's no pews or anything. It seems to be more of a standing temple. There is an altar in the center, and there seems to be some reflecting pools or something in the corners of that cross. But yeah, no, there's no pews. It is pretty much empty other than an altar in the center.
Okay, I'll still try to sneak in, kind of hide under Brogny at that point.
All right.
Pretty easy. I'm like,
I'm gonna sneak in and go the other direction from sort of where he's at.
All right.
Oh,
Just go find a
Can you
nice
hear me?
corner to stand in.
I heard something.
I think I heard. Is that Garrett? Who is that?
Derek.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna look and see if there's a back door or a side entrance.
Okay,
It's
so
always
you're going to go around the building. So
Yep.
the cross shape that I mentioned, all four of those are entrances. They all four have doors. You guys came up. You're coming from the east. Going west. So you came into the right side, and you're going to go all the way around to the westernmost door. Is what you're saying? I think.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna post out there.
All right. So you're not going in. You're just going to post outside.
Correct. While I'm traveling around, I'm also gonna look for tracks too.
Okay. Go ahead and here I'll roll it for you. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think I set up your character sheet on there. Yeah, so we'll roll, and we're gonna roll this as a investigation check.
Yes.
You rolled a 25. I like it. So yeah, I mean you see uh, heavy footprints. You can't tell, but they were pretty recent. You can't tell, it's a mixture of sizes of people between elves, dwarves, and men. And it just seems like a hustle and bustle. You could probably put two and two together with that investigation check that was more of them figuring out what happened at this temple, or attempting to, because the attack happened in the temple, but they were just investigating, same as you. Does that answer your questions?
I'm gonna stay outside here on this door until I hear something.
Okay. All right. So you'll post
Okay.
up.
Going back to mute.
Okay. And Elion, did you say you were going in?
Yeah, I think he was going in and going to the opposite side of
Oh.
Hamwise.
Yeah, sorry, I have not yet committed my character name to memory. Yes, I am going in and going the opposite side of Amwise there, yeah.
And Lear is pretty sassy. What are you doing there, Ashley?
She's just gonna stand inside the door.
All right.
Kinda like
Same door that
incognito
everybody else
in a
went
way.
in?
Yeah, she's gonna sneak in behind them and just go off to the side. She's small enough compared to them.
Yep, that's fine. And I do see the 10 stealth check there, Hamwise. Thank you. Brogny, back to you. You're walking up and you're going to go pray?
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna pray to my God, ask him for guidance and wisdom on this mission. Ask him to protect the team, and if anybody has to die, take me first. Don't let any of them die. And as I'm praying, though, I'm gonna like peek out of like the corner of my eye and like eye this person in front of me up and down, just to try to get any sense of the fuck's going on with them. Like, are they from this church? Are they trying to play coy? Like, what's going on? I'll roll the invest.
I'm not even going to make you roll it. I mean, he's not hiding it in any way, shape, or form. He is wearing I won't say ceremonial robes, but very nice robes with the symbol of Tamora. Um, and he just seems to be the person in charge at this time of the temple, and he's praying at this time. You get the feeling that this is just an open temple. People come and go. They pray. They leave offerings. It's pretty average.
And in our goal here is to find out what happened at this place, right? Like who, like what clans were battling, what happened, and any additional information that we can get, right?
Correct.
That's the idea. Nice. As I'm praying, as I near the end of my prayer, I'm gonna peek out of the corner of my eye again. I'll be like, "Psst. Hey, Father." Psst. See if I can get his attention.
As soon as I hear him fucking do this, I'm casting Mage Armor.
All right. You cast Mage Armor. That puts you at like a 16, right?
Yeah, correct. I just know this motherfucker is gonna get us into something. So yeah, I'm casting Mage Armor.
I mean, it's fair.
He is in the middle of prayer, but you do get his attention, and he glances over at you.
I was hoping you weren't. I wasn't gonna get his attention. I was gonna let out a thunderous elephant sneeze, just rock the church.
I mean, you're more than welcome to do that if you'd like.
No. I caused attention. Forgive me, Father. I've heard some awful things about terrible clashes and attackings going on at this church. I'm not here by happenstance. Is there anything that you could tell me that perhaps I can help you with?
He says, I'm not a father. Um, my name is Chanthalis Albright. Uh, I'm just a cleric. I worship Tamora, and I take care of this temple occasionally with a few others.
Where are the others? Are they still here?
What was your name? As you can see, he kind of stands up and steps back a little from you and kind of looks around the room, and just taking account of he was in mid prayer, and now all of a sudden he's standing up and there's a bunch of people.
The name is Brogly Iron Tusk. We heard your prayer, and we are now here to help you.
Do you claim to be sent by Tamora?
I have been sent by other people, potentially to more. I can't lie. Not directly from Tamora, but from people around town. They said that there were terrible things that happened to this church, and me being a very religious man, beast, elephant, I wanted to offer my help and services to you.
Wait, I'm not sure what those services are.
Has anything recently happened at this establishment between two clans potentially killing each other?
I caught your name. What about everyone else? And you can see he points to each individual person, letting them know that he sees them, including you, Hamwise. I'm sorry. A 10 stealth does not quite make you hidden in this open area.
Miracles is my name.
I like it.
And he looks around the room to everyone else, waiting.
I'm Brogny Jr.
All right.
I'm gonna give him a little laugh.
I'm just gonna quietly spit out Elion and go back to quiet, sort of half under my breath.
And do any of you worship Tamora?
Ha! I do not. I have to say I worship God Tia.
You said this building is 30 by 30, right? 30
Yeah, it's
feet
a
by
very
30
small
feet.
building. This elephant's taken up a quarter of it as it is.
As my owl is circling around the building, do I get any do I get any feedback from my owl?
I mean, your owl's told you that Michael's out there, but that's it.
As for the rest of them, I cannot say that they worship Tamora. I'm probably the most religious of the group.
None of us worship Tamora, if I may be quite honest. But we have heard that some troubles are going along around this area, and we are just trying to come and help. That is all we are trying to accomplish here. We're not trying to bother you.
Out of character, does anyone actually worship Tamora, or is Mariko speaking for everybody without knowing?
Oh, I legitimately was just making an assumption.
No, no Tamora here.
I like it.
All right, we're going to
No,
assume that
not here.
Marikos was right, and we'll keep going. I appreciate your offer of assistance. I don't. The, the Ladies' Hall doesn't get that many visitors, but I think this was just a coincidence that they came here. They didn't disturb anything. They didn't even take the Tome of Understanding. They just were here, and there was a fight, and I think it was carryover. I think they were fighting in town, and they ended up here, and then they went up to the north, out of town.
I'm gonna insight check him just to see.
Can you give us an idea of what you saw? Who they specifically may have been?
Uh, yeah, with your 23 insight check, he's telling the truth. He's all above board that, basically there was a fight that was going on. There was an attack, and that fight continued and ended up with several people being slaughtered here in the temple, but the temple was just the place that it happened at. And then he does go on to tell you that there were a few people captured and taken up north outside of Boldar's Gate before the guard got there. He doesn't know how they got out of town so fast, but they were able to.
A few questions, if you would please. Could you tell me about this book of? Is it understanding? Book of
The
understanding.
Tome of Understanding.
Could you tell me about this tome of understanding? I'm not familiar with it in my 400 plus years on this land, earth, whatever.
Go ahead and make a history check. Maybe you are.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean,
Brogny, I'm gonna bluff. Brogny, we have heard about this before. You know that, my friend.
15.
and you're saying that you have heard about it, Ev? Go ahead and make a history check if you want as well. Yeah, I'm gonna say
14.
you've both heard about it. You don't know much, other than it is said to give the person that reads it additional wisdom, and usually it's for followers of Tamora in the pursuit to. Go ahead.
If we had Rary's telepathic bond, you'd hear in your head, "We're gonna fucking kill him and steal it."
That's probably not wrong.
I mean, you're more than welcome to try.
Nope. All good.
I would. This is probably where Brogny would die, because I would probably turn on the party and protect my religious roots. Ah, thank you for sharing that insight on the Tome of Understanding. Do you think they were after it? Or is it just happenstance that they were here?
There was an attempt to steal it a long time ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I guess that's not long for you, but I don't think this group was here to steal anything. I think They were just trying to get away.
You said up north that they escaped. Is there a when you say up north, what exactly do you mean? Did they escape through a gate?
I,
Me not
I,
remembering the exact map. I just are there any more details about when you say up north? Maybe we can go investigate it that way.
I just meant they left the temple, this northern exit here. I don't know what they did after that, but I've heard around town that they continued that way and they left town. But I don't know. I don't know much. It just we cleaned up as best we can, and the only thing that I remember is a symbol on one of their robes, a patch. Is a fiery face with what look like talons below it.
Is that like the fire out of care, like the fire claws or fire paws, fire fists or something?
I think um, Maricos is the only one that found this information at the library. I don't think he shared it with everybody, but he would have remembered finding out when he was looking into the cults that this was one of the cults around here, the cult of the dragon.
Ah, yes. The cults of the dragon are probably what you are referring to, young sir. Brogny, you may have heard about them at some point, but nasty individuals. Cause a lot of trouble. One of the cults here.
So
And
do we
for all you harpers, which I'm sure you all marked it down, would have known that the cult of the dragon is definitely enemies of the harpers.
so
And I
They
believe
a
one of
bunch of black
their
bitches.
deities is an enemy of Tyr. So yeah, I'm going to say, Keegs, you do recognize the name once Mariko says it as a worshiper of Tyr.
little the religious blood that runs through my veins starts to boil a little bit. Oh, gets me going. Oh, why thank you. Could you tell us anything more about the other clan that was involved in this scuffle?
I don't know much about them. It was a mercenary group. That's all I know.
Do we, out of character, do we feel like we've established what we need to at least? I mean, we were just coming here to get information, right? Not necessarily. I can't remember exactly what was on the
It
piece
was
of paper.
it was a vague contract of find out everything you can. So if you feel like you found out everything you can about this instance, then sure, go back and report to the
Oh no,
Alliance. But
just from
I
this
would
specific
say
one.
maybe you found out everything from the temple that you can, but you see.
Would we know of uh any places relatively north that are associated with the clan of the dragon?
Uh,
Since they're enemies of the Harpers, maybe we've established where some of their bases are.
I mean, you could certainly send a message to the Harpers. There's only three of you that were Harpers here, and none of which were Harpers before 5 months ago.
Okay. All right. So I feel like that's it. Ha! Well, thank you so much for your time, young sir. I appreciate it. Is there perhaps a donation area that I could gladly give a donation to this temple?
And he kind of offers his hand to one of the reflection pools ahead of you. There are two to the northeast and southeast that you can make an assumption that a lot of times people will drop offerings into.
Sweet. I'll go offer. I'll drop in like 10 gold.
Okay.
All right, friends. I feel like we can move out from here. Thank you, and good day.
Now, I will say, or I'll just remind you, Maricos, that In your investigation of the town, you wanted to know more about the who runs Baldar's Gate with the Council of Four and the Flaming Fists. Hold on, let me double check that name. I don't think they're called Flaming Fists. What are they? Yeah, they are Flaming Fists. Um, was another mercenary group around here, and sorry, I'm Mindogolf was the other one. So you had you had Mindogolf, you had Flaming Fist, and there was one more, the Zentarum.
Maybe we head up north, everyone, and we take a stroll up north just to see if we can find any clues. Good sir, thank you for your time, and I'll put a silver in the. I'll just lay a silver on like the count. Oh no, apparently I'll lay a gold because I don't have any fucking silver. I'll lay a gold on him, and I will head out the northern direction before
Okay.
I say anything else.
All right. Good thing you cast Major. I like it. All right, so you guys are heading. Is everybody else following?
Yep.
He's ready for some people to hop out and kill everybody.
I know you guys were all itching for it.
Would we, as we go outside via the north, I'm just going to do a little quicko investigation just to see if we can see any tracks. Maybe they drop something, whatever.
Go for it.
Investigation 16, not terrible.
Do I hear them coming out of the north entrance?
Yeah, I would say you would. They're not the most stealthy bunch, we'll say, with an elephant and
Fuck that.
quite chatty.
I'm super stealthy.
Anyway, with the 16, I'm gonna and I'm gonna go ahead and add in the 25 from Michael's earlier. You see that that they roped it off a little bit, so there's a section of the ground that is definitely not high traffic like the rest of it, and you do see that there are some drag marks where people were dragged away from this. They do continue, then it looks like the drag marks stop, and that's where the guards seem to have lost the trail as well.
Damn. All right. Looks like we need to go back into town and further question some people.
You
Yeah.
are
We'll
still
check
in
on.
town. The temple is just the western part of town.
Ah, got it. I like it.
Hey, can I go a survival check on the tracks and see if I can pick up any trail or any information, like how many or uh, any characteristics?
Yeah, you want me to roll it for you?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Survival. 22. With the 22, I'm gonna say that yeah, you could tell the people doing the dragging, their tracks were pretty decent armored figures. There are also some other. It looks like light-footed footprints as well. So you get that this was a tactical strike, and it may have ended here, didn't start here, but they were taking prisoners for a reason.
Damn.
How many people? How many? How many footsteps?
You see at least 4 separate tracks, and then plus the 2 people that were being drugged.
Thank you.
hmm So we can role play the questioning of people throughout town if you'd like, or we can say that you finally went to the guard and asked some questions, convinced someone, and got information on which direction to head. It's up to you.
I was gonna head to the guards anyway, so if
All right, go to the
that's
guards.
yeah. So we're at the guards that did their little escapades with them.
Their escapades. What do you mean?
They investigation
Oh yeah,
of
yeah. Yeah,
awesome.
so there is towards the center of town there is the central building in which the barracks and the guards live and perform their duties out of, and that's where you would go to meet up with the guards, or you can try and go to one of the gates and see if you can catch a couple guards there that you can talk to.
Whatever's closest. Brogny kind of just like wanders around town
Path of
since
least resistance. So I'm going to say the closest is actually that north gate.
I like it.
All right. So there are two guards there on duty at the gate. The gate is open. Doesn't look like they're DEFCON 1 or anything. They are just kind of hanging out. This was a bad experience, but it wasn't the end of the world for them.
Nice. Excuse me, good sirs. May I have a moment of your time, please?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh, hey, build a dwarven kind. I get advantage on charisma rolls. Right? Is that how that works?
Sure,
Or
I'll
hold on,
give you advantage.
I think it's charisma checks. Is it?
This
Oh
is
no,
this would be a
persuasion
check.
checks.
This
Yep.
is a check.
Persuasion.
All right.
13.
Yeah, thank goodness for advantage. Yeah, yeah. So they kind of look your way. They
I was praying or trying to pray in the lady hall, lady of the halls of the lady. What is it called again? Well,
I
lady.
think I don't think I'm gonna give it to you. I think you call it what you call it.
Well, I was trying to pray in the lady hall, the temple to the west of town, and I heard of some terrible accidents, some terrible fighting, some vicious guerrilla tactics. Being a man of religious intent, was wondering if I could offer my services to help track down the thieves, the fugitives.
Do you mean the ladies' hall?
That's what I meant, yes. I couldn't quite remember. Apologies for my old age.
Are you a worshipper of Tamora then?
I am a worshipper of God here, but I do promote religion among all people. I feel like it's good to cleanse the soul.
What's everybody else doing as Brogny's talking to the guards?
You're like, what the fuck is
As
this?
Brogny starts a fight with the guards, I want to know where everybody's at.
We'll see what happens.
I'm right beside Brogny. Just please forgive him. It's his old age. Sometimes he gets a few things mixed up. He meant no harm. Yeah.
I'm gonna come running up with a little bottle with like basically like something I've rummaged out of my pack that looks vaguely like a pill bottle. Like, oh, grandpa, you forgot your medicine. You forgot your medicine.
Oh,
I
man.
like it.
It's gonna be one of them little blue pills. Oof. Don't want me to take that with the guards. Oh,
All right.
hell.
Hamwise, Lyra, I'm gonna assume you're close by.
Yeah, I'm right next to him.
All
Oh,
right.
we're having a blast now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand about 20 feet back from him, just watch all the chaos unfold.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's what I would do as well.
Are we
All right.
are we in a building or like outside
You're
of a gate?
you are outside of a gate. You're inside of town, but outside
Okay.
of a gate. The gate's open, like I said. Nobody is hostile at the moment. It was just these guards were on duty. Was Brogny able to convince them to look away from their task? They looked at him, and then he was not as graceful. But I just wanted to see where everybody was.
Hey, I'll take it. That's
Yeah.
my man right there.
They just simply asked, "Are you guys followers of Tamora?" Everybody kind of like started looking around as if they didn't hear the question, and then Mirko stepped in and said, "No, we're not followers." Pretty much. As far as your services, the guard of Boldar's Gate took care of what we needed to.
fuck? Where do I go from there? Yes, but I feel like maybe we can do some further service and find exactly what happened.
What I think Brogny is trying to say is that maybe there are a few other clues that we could go and find and feed back to you, in which you could go back to your superiors and say that you found more information. I'm sure that finding details not keen on the open eye would be a great present that you can provide, especially when it pertains to a rather irritating cult. Would you not
What
agree?
what race is Maricos?
He's an Eladrin, so elvish kind.
You see, I'm not even going to make you make a persuasion check. They kind of look at each other and smile. You can tell they're a little bit more keen to listen to you as an elf. The others in the group they kind of look down on a little bit. So they'll kind of get closer to you as opposed to Brogny and explain to you that they that the guard investigated and it seems that the Cult of the Dragon kidnapped two of these mercenaries, killing many others, and took them to a old mining cabin up north that they have not attacked at this point, but they know where they are.
Well, if you could
And
give
that
us
the mining cabin is under watch of the guard.
eh, I'm sure that as I look back at the group, we have a few talents that I think that might be beneficial to you. Again, it would be that you you found this information and have delegated accordingly. I'm sure that to your superiors that would be a very wise selection and maybe a promotion for the both of you. But nonetheless, you could tell us where this location is. I'm sure that we could be of benefit, especially my friend here, Brogny, who is an extremely powerful cleric.
They kind of scoff at you as you say your friend of the
Do I notice
Loxodon.
that?
I'm shaking
So
the pill bottle at him. And
I
Brogny,
like
and making sure the guards see
how
it.
bad are we scoffing here? Now,
Oh, they
do I
are
sense that
racist
it's
motherfuckers. There's no doubt about it.
and how many guards are around right now
That you see too,
that I see?
and you only
And
have
and
half
I'm
the information.
and I must ask, why are the both of you not up watching this location?
Here, roll for initiative. Here we go.
I'm playing. You know what? 100%. I must ask.
We've given you the information. Actually, go ahead and just do a charisma check. Straight charisma. Yeah, no. You could see that they were about to pull out a map and show you where this place is, and then you started spouting off, and they chuckle and go back to their guard spot.
I'm gonna. I'm not gonna do it. Nope. Bribery is a cardinal sin. I can't do it.
I mean, you definitely got the feeling that they thought themselves and the elven race above others. So, although at least one of your elven race friends may have tainted himself being friends with the Loxodon, there are others in the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start trying to revive this conversation and be like, I ignore him. You see how he is. Just kind of like with a wink and a whatever, just kind of be.
You see, they're pretty receptive to you at this point.
As he comes up and starts talking to him, like, "Oh, master, thank you for coming up and saving me. I apologize for speaking out of turn. and I'll slowly back away and act like he is above me to maybe
Alright.
heighten his status within our group.
So I'm just gonna look at him and say, "Don't let it happen again." Give a little wink, with my head turned away from the guards.
Fair enough, fair enough. I won't make you make a deception check. That's pretty easy. What else do you say to them to try and convince them to give you the information?
Say, "Look, we're just trying to help out here. We want to figure out what's gone amiss and how to keep it from happening again. Makes your job easier, right?"
Fair enough. And they will proceed to show you where this cabin is on the map.
Fucking not letting Maricos talk again. Here we go. I love it, dude. I'm all for it.
So they do go ahead and show us on the map.
Well, they show uh, Elion anyway. They do seem to have their backs turned to the rest of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit it to memory and thank them, and then sort of summon the group. All right, let's
It,
get
it
moving.
is the gate. So are once they show us, like, can we move through the gate? Is it? I'm asking specific details for a reason. Like, can we move through this open area, or like, do we have to get them to open the gates?
You don't know what's on the other side of the gates, but no, the gates are wide open.
Cool, cool. And so are we walking past them?
That's up to you guys. Uh, Elion has just been shown where the cabin is to the north.
Elion, do you know where this location is now?
So after I've said thank you to the guards, I'm just sort of taking off in whatever direction is most convenient, basically, so to get out of earshot of the guards before I start disseminating this information to everyone else.
All right, you want to go through the gate or back into town?
Now let's just go through.
All right, so you just head north through the gate. I assume everybody follows. Give
Um,
yourself like 30, 45 feet before you're out of earshot. So you
as I
see
walk past,
Marikos coming up behind you and saying, Ilion, do you know where this place is? And you continue to walk without responding to him. Go ahead there, Marikos. You're going to hit the guards with something.
I'm going to look back at them and say, thank you for your services, you dirty batch of racist bastards. We will go ahead and take care of this for you, seeing as how you are too, dare I say, scared to do it. Thank you.
They don't give you a reaction.
Keep walking.
Fuck. That's awesome.
Messed with you, Brogny. I couldn't do it. I
can't say that. We're streaming.
So I'm going to say you're 45 feet or so past the gate, but out of earshot. Go ahead, Elion.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, they showed me on the map, and I'm gonna point sort of in the direction that they showed me it being in.
Okay, and you do see, it's to the north would be there's a road that intersects with the high road up to the north and west. Where they showed you was north and east, so you're gonna follow that road that would intercept, but then you're gonna go off on another road towards the northeast.
Okay.
It looks to be about we'll say 4 or 5 hours of travel
Do
by foot.
celestial birds poop?
I mean, not really. It's a
Celestial.
celestial bird. It doesn't eat, so therefore doesn't poop.
I feel like you can make celestial imaginary shit just
Just
maybe
like prestidigitation some poo.
It's
I will
glitter.
remind you, your contract with the Lord's Alliance or the Harpers was to be discreet. So just be
Discreet?
aware.
Oh yeah.
As you get fights with guards, and they hear about it.
Discreet.
This
It would
may
no.
impede future magical items or something, have some sort of negative effect.
They were racist bastards. I just spoke my piece. But since celestial birds can't poop, I will not poop on them.
I like it.
It's
I mean,
upsetting.
if you can give me a good enough argument, sure.
I can't. I cannot give you a good enough argument at all.
I fucking love it though.
You could
Well,
prestidigitation some poop, I guess, if you really
I
wanted
don't
to.
have. I don't have that cantrip, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would.
Somebody prestidigitate their nice white trousers brown.
that's all I
Yeah,
know
that'd be
is on
great.
this 4 to 5 hour trip, I'm curling up next to Hamwise and whatever food that motherfucker has, going down the trunk.
Oh Jesus!
Peanuts, yes. Whatever else. Don't we have that
It's a
decanter
cauldron.
thing?
Cauldron. It's a cauldron.
Cauldron of stew.
It is. I think it might be Cauldron of Plenty, but yes, it does make stew.
Yep.
Eating that nonstop. Just I'm housing it. I need to work up the carbs and the calories. Gives me energy. That's it.
I like it.
That's what I'm doing. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna say that we'll just fast pace this a little bit more. About 2.5 hours in, you guys are on the um, unnamed trail at this point. You do hear it's getting towards around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You do hear a howl. Sounds like a wolf.
I'll send my owl out in the direction of the wolf to scout out.
Okay.
I'll do
How
a
far
perception
can
check.
you reach with
100
with your
feet.
connection?
100 feet.
So what are your
I'm gonna send him
directions
up.
past 100 feet? Because I assume he's like 50 feet in the air at least.
Yeah, roughly
So
50 to
so as he
75.
gets like 25 feet away from you, you're out of connection at this point.
I'm gonna send him 500 feet out in that direction and to come back.
Okay.
Roughly, just to kind of do one of these in front of us, just to do a little scouting path in front of us.
Okay. Is your plan to continue walking and then let him come back to you, or do you guys
I
stop
will
it?
follow the groups.
I think
I'd say we'd probably keep walking because it's a wolf. I don't think any of us are too shattered by that, but that's just my assumption. Anyone
Agreed.
disagrees?
No, fuck
probably
it.
slow down just a little bit just to make sure it's not a pack of wolves. But we keep walking.
I'm okay if it's a pack of wolves.
Bragg, go ahead and make a perception check.
I don't.
So it's
Yeah,
a
Bradley.
D20 plus. It's a D20 plus 3. So 17 plus 20, dirty 20 for the owl's perception.
Okay. Bradley, with a 16, you know that this isn't just a regular wolf. It's not a pack of wolves, but it doesn't quite sound like an animal. It's animalistic in nature, but something's off. As you guys kind of continue walking for 10-15 minutes or so, the bird comes back. Do you have a name for your bird?
Scooper.
And we'll come back to your name. But as the bird comes back, he reports that there were no. What was your roll for it? 17
Dirty
plus
20.
what?
Dirty
Okay,
20.
dirty 20.
3. Dirty 20.
Yeah. With that, I'm going to say the bird is able to tell you that there's some sort of den up to the east, but and that seems to be where the sounds were coming from. As you were walking for that 15 minutes, you did hear another "Ow, ow, ow, ow." But yeah, you guys can investigate or go forward. It's up to you.
I'll tell them. It seems like a den is up ahead, how much ever ways away, to the east or so. Do we want to check this out first? I mean, we do have to potentially encounter some cultists here, so maybe we want to clear everything out before we go up there. But those are just my thoughts.
From my 400 plus years in existence, this doesn't sound like one of God's simple creatures. It's got a little more ferocity to it. Perhaps this is wreaking havoc on people in the area, and we should extinguish it and send it back to its home in the spiritual realm.
Man, you're a little trigger happy, aren't you?
Yes.
Ham sandwich, what do you think? Should we go and explore, or should we continue on?
I want to punch it.
I like it.
Don't sound like no wolf to me.
Can't remember everyone's name, but I'm literally gonna come up like Marikos is just gonna come up with some weird shit for everyone.
I like it. Fucking do it. So it sounds like we're ready to go.
All right, so you
beat
guys
the
want
werewolf
to
face.
break trail and let the bird guide you to the den at this point?
Yep. Slowly. We're not rushing up
Lily-
on normal speed.
Lilypad, looking at Ashley's character, Lilypad, are you in agreement as well? I know you had some. I mean, you were pretty awesome with the boats, and I appreciate that. But what do you think?
I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. What?
Lilypad, should we go explore this den of potential wolves that don't sound like wolves, but they sound like God's unholy creatures, if whatever the fuck Brogny just said. But yes,
Sounds accurate.
should we go explore this den?
You want to go into a den of creatures that sound like wolves, but not really wolves. That sound scarier. That
Yes.
sounds like a great idea. Go ahead, have fun.
But we have to go
Bye.
explore this other cultist group, and I figured that I'd rather not be ham sandwiched between cultist and these wolf things, and I just thought it might be a good idea to at least know what we're
I mean,
dealing with.
that's probably actually something first thing you said smart in a while. Yeah, you probably should.
Lilyfoot, thank you. I appreciate that.
Fucking love it.
Sounds like the group is ready to break off and go with Marikos and his bird leading the charge and Rogny right behind. What's the marching order as you march? So you're not going full pace, but what's the marching order?
Fuck. Apparently, me and Pooper Scooper are.
I mean, you do have Pooper Scooper. I guess you could lead directions from the back, but it would put some disadvantage.
I am going to call him Talon. I'm just kidding. Pooper Scooper is not within essence of what Marikos would call him. It is Talon. I will call him, but Talon. Pooper Scooper is just literally the first thing that came to mind, though.
I'm right up there. There's no stopping me from being up front.
Okay, so Marikos, Brogny.
I'll go behind Brogny.
I'll go behind Hamwise.
All right,
I'll go
with
behind.
the sorcerer in the back. I like it.
I'll go in the
I'll be
very
right back.
back.
I need to go get my hot cocoa.
Oh, sounds delicious.
That sounds awesome. Shit.
While we're hearing this thing make noise, can I make any kind of check to try to identify it?
Sure, go ahead and make a survival check. Sounds like a wolf, but different pitch to you. That's about it.
Coyote, got it.
He's not going to be that bad.
So the bird does tell you that it's probably about a 40-minute walk off the trail.
He'll be fine.
Okay, so you're going half
40-minute.
Yeah.
40-minute walk. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's just a little hike through the woods. No biggie.
Sure.
I'm in.
Michael wants to do a survival check as well. Well, let me get to his character sheet real quick. Sorry, 11 does not really help you too much either. I'm gonna say with the even with the 11. Oh, you're back.
All right. My 16 perception help at all with
all right,
any of it?
What's going on?
I tell you what, because of the 16 perception, go ahead and both of you roll again. Survival check again.
All right.
What?
What's going on with survival? I'm back.
You guys had a mission in hand, but you did hear a howl. The bird tells you there's a den that the howl seems to be coming from. Brogny realizes that it is not a normal howl, and he's convinced everybody that you need to go and smite this unholy creature, and everybody's on board. But you're
Fuck
trying to
right.
figure out as you travel the 40-minute hike off the trail to the den, what it is, because it does howl a few more times within that time period.
Fuck yeah, we're putting in God's work, people.
13. Hamwise, when you get a sec, go ahead and roll survival again. Hamwise actually got turned around. He's heading the opposite way from you
Is
guys.
it by
Oh no,
Is
oh,
it
no,
by
he's not. My trunk
is it by
wrapped around him.
chance a monstrosity?
Define monstrosity.
It's a animal a creature type.
Let me just double check.
Okay. So while you're doing that, I would like to use my lucky ability and reroll.
All right, I like
Yes.
it. Give me
Nice.
a sec.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Good job, ham sandwich.
Yes. There we go. Whipping out
I
them
don't know
lucky.
why mine's on
No,
advantage.
I'm gonna say it is not monstrosity.
Okay. Okay.
What is Hamwise's rule? Let me come back with a 19. Hamwise, I'm gonna say you do recognize this. You have heard of it before. You've never encountered one, but it is a werewolf.
Oh fuck. That's it. We gotta put this bad boy down. That is something not of
I mean,
God's.
Hamwise is the only one that's recognized
Oh.
that it is at this
Well,
point.
that is not a something of God's
I
creation.
rolled a 19.
Fair.
You were also distracted.
Fair too. Fair too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I like it.
You wandered off into the woods and peed, which gave you disadvantage, and so you don't recognize it.
I like it.
Brogny, I understand that it's not of God's creation, but
I assume you guys are walking and talking.
Oh yeah. We're getting this
It is-
rolling.
it is someone.
Not full pace.
It is someone potentially afflicted. Should we not try to help them potentially first before we slaughter them?
Just
Run
Marcos showing compassion.
We've run across many afflicted in our time together. Now, if they are just pure evil, then so be it. But if they have harnessed this by accident or by against their will, it should be our cause to try to help them first.
Yes, potentially. But more often than not, werewolves are vicious, vile creatures that have not harnessed that true human nature and need to be put to rest. We're just doing them justice and putting their soul back to whoever they serve, pray to.
I'm gonna keep walking with Talon at this point to see if I can run across anything.
Are you having Talon fly up every once in a while and check and see if there's any movement, or
I'd say
is he just
Talon's
perched on
still.
your hand?
I'd say Talon's still about 50 feet up. About 30 feet up, and about 20 feet out or so. Do Pythagorean theorem here. Whatever that is. That kind of stuff. So we should still be within range.
Yeah, 40 feet. You're good.
And yeah, just kind of scooting along.
All right.
While we're walking along, you just notice Hamwise pulls out a set of pure silverware and just is armed with it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's good. That's fair.
I like it.
Do we have a marching order?
We do. I didn't put. Well, you obviously weren't there to claim it, so you're in back.
Okay.
So this would go.
That's fine. I'll take it back.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say you guys make it to the den. You do. It is a little eerie, and it takes you about 45 minutes. So it's around getting close to dusk at this time as you come upon the cave entrance. Um, your bird, Pooper Scooper, or Talon, whichever you feel at the moment, told you it was a den, but it does seem like it goes a little deeper. It's more cave-like than a den per se. As you get there, you do see a larger entrance, not just like a werewolf or a pack of wolves would have made their den, but it definitely, this creature has found a cave.
Can I do a Can I do a check on the ground to see if any animal prints, any tracks of any sort, and how many?
Sure. Survival?
So excited.
We got survival checks throughout the whole thing. I like it.
Man,
With a 13, yeah, it's pretty low DC. Nothing here was trying to hide its track. You do see more than just human tracks. So you see human. You see what seems to be some larger bipedal entities. And you also see some goblin tracks. You can see, and then you do see something that looked like it was dragging a weapon of some sort. All bipedal though.
do we see any other drag like bodies being dragged?
Not really.
Okay. Okay. I will let everybody know that that's what I found.
Okay.
So it's not just one single werewolf. There's a couple things here.
Yeah, and I think I did mention that you do see goblin tracks for sure. You recognize those from your background, and
R.I.P. Droop.
R.I.P. Droop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not really sure if goblins and werewolves go together that often, but you definitely see humanoid tracks and goblin tracks together.
Okay.
Seems like malicious intent. I don't want to judge, but there's something fishy going on here that we need to sort out.
Close your legs.
It's swinging off the kneecaps, folks.
As Ilion says, "Close your legs," you do hear another "Arr, arr, arr, arr," coming from the cave in front of you.
From the cave. I'm gonna do an investigation to see if there's any tripwires or any kind of traps or something like that on the cave entrance.
I will
Sure.
assist with that.
Oh, I like it. Go ahead and roll it at advantage, or each roll one, your choice.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
so I
keep
did
it.
with advantage.
That's all right.
19.
19. You do not find any sort of traps or anything like that. It doesn't look like they were expecting company.
All right.
We're going in.
I'm going to send. I'm going to send my owl in.
Does your owl have night vision? Dark vision, rather.
I don't think
I'm going to go ahead of the rest of the group by about.
Dark vision, 120 feet. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go about
owls
100.
don't have dark vision.
In
I'm
real
gonna
life, yes.
go
I just
about.
wasn't sure.
I'm going to go about 40 feet ahead of the group.
All
Stealth.
right. So everybody's at the cave entrance. You want to go into the cave.
Yep.
So we're going to say that they're like 10 feet away from the entrance, and you want to go 30 into the cave.
As a human, I do have dark vision.
Oh.
What?
Gloom stalker.
Nice.
Right as I see him about to break from the group, I'm just gonna tap him and hit a little guidance, assuming he might stealth or do something.
Yep, I'm going to stealth, and I'm going to use that stealth with guidance.
All right.
Keep forgetting I have guidance.
All right, so you go 5, 10, 15, 20,
Woohoo!
About 20 feet into the cave. You see the entrance is actually lit up fairly well. They have a couple torches out front. So again, it's not that they were expecting company. It's dark, it's damp, it smells a little musty and mildewy. Uh, you're 30 feet in. As you look to your right, there's a little landing area. You can see there's a path through the stone pretty well. It looks like it might have been carved a little bit by water, but other than it's just being damp, you don't see any water flow. You do hear the gentle trickle off in the distance.
I,
And with that stealth, I'm gonna say nothing sees you at this point. You
Do
think
I
you're pretty
see
stealthy.
any? Do I see anything? Do I
A-
see any bodies? Anything else?
go ahead and just make a perception check then. Or is that what your investigation? No, your investigation was a traps. Your perception. Yeah, I mean you see
Eh,
some
okay.
what appears to be human remains off on that landing to the right. Um, but that's it over there.
I
Uh,
was planning on sending the bird in 100 feet with a 17 stealth. I don't want to. Yeah, I planned on just sending him straight in, Talon. Just
this is open. This is opened up in an area, or like
As you walk in and it's a narrow path, and then over to the right there is a little landing area that's pretty open. It looks like might have been carved out at one point to be some sort of resting area, but that's where the three remains are. As you look ahead, since you have dark vision, you do see that your path continues, and it looks like there's a ramp that goes up from these bodies into a deeper part of the cave. So kind of
can I?
parallel paths, one that goes up into the deeper part, and then the path that you're on continues.
And you said this landing spot is that where the bodies are at?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give them a check over. Investigate them.
You're going to walk to the bodies.
Uh, yeah.
All right. With that, we'll hold off. You said, Maricos, you were sending your owl in 100 feet, correct? And did you roll a stealth check for the owl?
17, and I'll give you a perception check, which is a d20 plus 3. Perception of 21 for the owl as well.
All right. As the owl goes in, one sec. All right. It definitely sees the paths that I already described, as well as it sees some flames over to the west with some potential bodies. You're
Okay.
not sure what they are or what they're doing at this point. It just sees a light flickering flame over there, and it smell. I, I'm going to say that you can't smell it because you're not looking through this like a wog, but he does describe as it comes back that a putrid smell as it got deeper into. So you're sending 100 feet and then coming back, yes?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so on its way back, it does see Michael approaching the bodies to the right. As he gets closer, we're going to go ahead and pull you guys in or roll initiative if you didn't already know that was coming.
So they saw. So they saw Mikhail. They
Well,
noticed him.
as he started to look over the bodies and got close enough, the proximity did trigger that he. Sorry, there's not everybody's thing is appearing. Give me one sec. As he got within proximity, yes, they definitely the bones started to shamble together, and he's about to be in initiative. Try this again, and I'll flip us on the map. Players, nope. Players here. So, we talked about last time. It's going to use a lot of theater of the mind. I'm not going to worry about hiding stuff from you guys. Rogni. So everybody else is outside. I'm just putting you off to the right. You can put yourself in the marching order in which you would be in. Marcos, Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that everybody? Is everybody on there? Can everybody
Yes.
see and has their character?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll go
Are
ahead
those
and
skeleton
turn
bodies
order.
like skeletons, like attackers?
So you don't see it because you're outside, but Michael sees these bones start to swirl around and come together. And yes, that's why we are going into initiative.
Nice.
Everybody initiative or just me?
Everybody rolls into initiative. Actually, since they wouldn't hear it, everybody go ahead and roll initiative, and then we're going to do the round with the skeletons and Michael, and then from there, everybody else will go in order. That makes sense.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Erica.
Let me know when everybody is in there.
I think. Yeah, I think we're good.
Hold on. I am not seeing anything, and I can't see my character now. Something just, something just happened.
Is Nate there?
Yep.
Nate's
there.
top right. Give me 1 second.
I'm in initiative.
I did
Yeah,
have
he's got
Marcos
a
in there. Let me
16.
see. Go
I
back.
was a 7, by the way, just FYI. I am not sure what's. I could see originally, and then it went black on me, so I'm not sure, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't even see Marcos in there anymore. So
Dead.
we'll put him in.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see.
Okay.
I must have accidentally done something with my character. Apologies. I will roll again and put it at a 7, which is what I was at originally.
Not a big deal. All right. So while you guys figure out you are still 10 feet outside the cave entrance at this point. The bird did tell Marcos that there were something funny going on with the skeletons with Michael, but we're going to run through that round. Michael, you're up first.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Nice.
Who?
And why is it not casting? All right, my computer's being super ridiculous right now. I can't open Excel, and I try to cast and it won't cast.
Well, all right.
So I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on this guy right here.
All right. Let's put a little. Actually, let's do that one instead.
And so I'm going to use Dread Ambusher. So I'm going to attack at point blank range with my crossbow. And I have, which one is it? Crossbow Expert.
Okay.
So first shot. And it is laying down, right? So I'm at
So at
disadvantage.
this time, they were a pile of bones, and then as you got close, within 5 feet, they seemed to swirl around, and all of them started to form right in front of you. So I would
Okay.
say it is mostly formed in a standing position in front of you.
Sweet. And with that, I'm also going to use Sharpshooter.
Okay. That's the +5 to
So take
damage, right?
-5 to hit, +10 to damage.
+10.
So
remember.
So I'm going to attack. Bonus action attack, and then get a third attack.
From the Dread Ambusher.
Yeah.
Well, there goes the party.
So first attack, 17 to hit.
It does. As you fire your crossbow, you notice that it does a little less damage.
Right.
So it
Hold on
kind
now.
of
So
bounces off one of the skeleton's ribs. You can see the crack, but yeah. So that is skeleton 1. Add your D4 for your hunter's mark, please.
hold on.
I think it's a D4.
Hunter's mark is a D6.
D6. Okay.
Do I by chance have sneak attack?
I'm
Probably
gonna say
not.
no. This was swirling around. They, you were equal. You were going to investigate. You weren't going to try and sneak up and attack. So
Okay. Yep. I'll. So an additional 3 points of damage.
that one does the full. So 11 points total.
For
As
the
it
first
cracks
attack,
a rib.
yeah. Is it still up?
Yeah, no, it hit one of the ribs, cracked off, and the bolt went straight through.
Okay, so I'm going to use my attack. Oh, I can't use my bonus action attack because I used it for Hunter's Mark. So I only get one extra attack. But that's going to be with an additional D8 points of damage.
I'm gonna give you inspiration for letting me know that, because I would have let it go.
So 21 to hit.
21 does hit. This one, so the last one you kind of aimed at the body, it bounced off one of the ribs. This one you aimed straight for the skull itself, and you took the head clean off with the bolt. The bolt is still sticking out of the skull. The rest of the skeleton bones collapse.
Sweet. And then I'm going to 5, 10. What did I say? I was like 30 feet down.
You were right where I had you. Where'd you move to? I missed it.
Yeah, I was right here. But I wanted to go back to the cave entrance.
Yeah, so that, yeah, they are 5 feet. You went past this, and then you came back to the skeleton.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So this,
I will
for reference, this is a little ramped area. So this is the little landing area that I was talking about. Intercepts where Michael is at. This is the path that looks like it was carved by a stream at some point in time. These are two separate paths.
Okay. So I will run back out to, or I will at least get as far as I can towards the entrance of the cave.
You can get the full entrance to the cave if you'd like.
Okay. All right. So I will run back and let them know what I saw.
All right.
I took one out.
Yeah, and so there are only 2 skeletons, but they are going to chase after you. They will catch up to you. This first one is going to go ahead and attack you with the short sword as it catches up to you. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No. All right. The second one will attack. It's this one in the back. Skeleton 3 will actually use a short bow. Does an 11 hit? No. So the short bow arrow zings past your left shoulder as the short sword slices on the right side, but both miss, and they're both standing. One is right in front of you, the other is behind him. So they are in the entrance at this point. So they're kind of stacked up. Good luck, anybody who wants to get melee range right now.
All right, what's the initial? Never mind, I found it.
So we are back to the top, and that's you, Michael.
Oh, that's me again?
Yep. So that was the one round with you and the skeletons.
Got it.
Now we are back with everybody. The bird has told Maricos, and everybody is aware that there's some fighting going on.
All right, so I will bonus action move my hunter's mark onto this guy
All right.
and take a shot. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use the sharpshooter again. So taking
Okay.
the -5 plus 10.
Yep. Still hits with sharpshooter.
Yeah, why?
You do see it does bounce off again. Aiming for the femur this time, and definitely hits, but does not take him down. Go ahead and roll your d6 as well for the hunter's mark.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out if that was already in there, but it's not. Okay.
No, I think that's just your plus 10
Yeah.
plus the bow's damage.
Yeah, I was like, why does it give me 2 dice? D6. So an additional 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay. And it is still standing. Looks like it may have some femoral damage.
So I use my bonus to move hunter's mark. That was my attack action. I'm
You are within 5 feet of this.
yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna back up and I'll take the attack of opportunity and try to get out of melee.
So as you take a step back, it's a little delayed reaction after the femur shot, and it swings horizontally and just whiffs right past your chin.
Nice. That is my turn.
Okay, Lyra, you're up, and then Hamwise, or then Hamwise.
Alright. I'm gonna try and hand crossbow this guy.
All right, go ahead, take a shot.
18.
Yep. So you're go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, with that you are able to uh, your crossbow, correct? Yeah. You shoot him in the left clavicle, and it does a little spin around as it hits, and as it spins, bones go flying, and then it just collapses.
Yay! That's all I got.
Okay, Handwise. So you guys
Handwise
are
is
all
gonna
like
start
stacked
looking.
up at this entrance. Keep in mind, I don't know where you're at outside, but if you want to run in, you've got to run through this same entrance.
Yeah, he'll just book it in. Am I
right,
able to
go
move
for it.
right there?
Yeah, I'll say you can squeeze past Michael, and that a little bit of a hill there, but I wouldn't say it would impose disadvantage or rough terrain on you. Go for it.
Okay. And then I'm going to try punching this guy.
Bare knuckles or with something?
Bare knuckles.
All right, I like it.
I mean, I'm a monk, so.
Yeah, with a nat 20, you do bare knuckle him, and so you just looking at your damage. You rolled a 4 there plus your 4 of your dex. So typically, what we do is just double all of that damage. So that would be 16 points of damage. One punch from your monk in the party, and he punched straight to the sternum, and you just see his fist stops, but the skeleton does not, and it just goes flying and hits the wall behind it, and all of the bones collapse.
Nice. Oh, such a powerful hit from my monk. It must have
Go
been
ahead.
that stew that you cooked.
It's definitely
No, it was the beer this time.
So go ahead and Michael and Hamwise, since you guys are still kind of in there, make perception checks.
Be right back. Gotta put the kids to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Michael, you hear it's distant, but it kind of echoes throughout the cave, a very deep growling voice. And what language do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Undercommon, Orc, and Thieves' Camp.
You do hear this in Orc, and it basically says, "Go find out what that sound was."
I will warn the rest of the party that we have incoming, I think.
Go ahead and mark the skeleton. So you guys have a brief moment, at least, in which you are not in initiative. We're going to leave the initiative up right now, but
Yeah, good, because I need to record it.
I just took a skeleton out of it.
Nope, that's good. I got them
Okay.
all.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take all the skeletons out then.
I'm going to walk up, and with the owl, I'm going to send him down this way to the. If I'm looking straight, it would be to the right.
So, like over here, where are we talking?
Yeah.
Where do you want him?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Over this way.
All right.
100 feet or so, 100 feet, and then to come back and let me know what's going on, roughly.
Okay. So 100 feet, if we're going Pythagorean theorem, would get him somewhere around like here.
Hold on. I couldn't see where you were clicking. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So he does confirm that that there's. Can you guys can see these two groups here? I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could see one group here.
Oh, you can't see this one yet. So your
Nope.
bird is able to confirm that
Oh.
there's a group over here and a group over here. This group over here seems to be reacting to some orders that Michael relayed to you.
Gotcha. I can't see the second group. I was just I was not zoomed out enough. Okay.
That's what your bird is able to tell you.
I'm gonna let everyone know that if we loop around the bend, kind of like straight to the right of us, if the wall weren't there, we would see this other group. But it loops around, and then down that other way, we see there's another group so far. Four characters each.
Can you let them know when they're almost here?
Talon came back to me. So I probably wouldn't have seen them. I know they're moving now out of character, but Alan probably wouldn't have seen them move.
No, I mean he's on his way back. What's he have a movement speed of 40 feet, right? So I gave the bird a chance
60 feet.
I gave the bird a chance to dash out there and come back, and then as you guys are talking, these entities are moving. You do hear
Carl,
footsteps. They're not being quiet about it.
This is kind of up, right? You said this is up and ramp,
So the
right?
ramp starts right here. There's a little bit of a lip here that someone could trip over if they were old. But yeah, no, this landing is pretty much level, just a little bit up. The ramp really starts like right here. You can kind of see there's a line there.
Can I get to here before the?
I mean, you guys certainly have movement. I was just moving these in a turn order so that if you guys decided to just stand there and talk, they were going to keep coming towards you.
All right, I'm gonna move here and kind of post up in a kind of to stealth.
I'm gonna slowly walk forward.
So like right here, this area is about 5 feet above this area. Just FYI.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I could get here, and I'm 5 feet above.
No.
This stuff.
Right here is 5 feet above here.
Oh. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit tight here.
Hamwise is going to move closer, and he's going to turn to Marikos, and he's going to be like, I'm going to slow him down. And he is casting a spell.
Nice.
Spike growth. It's going to be a 20-foot square.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
Okay. Nice.
So he's going to put it to be from there to there.
Ready?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right.
You said
Where was that at? I don't think I had
20 foot?
visibility on that.
Yeah, I know.
Somewhere like right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I believe that's rough terrain, correct?
It is
And
considered.
they also take damage.
Yeah.
This is the one you
Different.
cast in the Bahir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it. And I'm going to say none of them saw the area at the time of the spell. So,
Sweet.
anybody else before we jump back into initiative?
Hey,
No,
just
just gonna
so we do have 8 points of temporary health, right?
I did not keep track of that. I'll assume you guys did.
I will assume that I do not.
You were not with them. That's probably
Okay.
a good assumption.
Rusty,
making
how
sure
do
I
you
didn't
spell your
miss something
character's
else.
name?
What's that?
How do you spell your character's name?
Eilion.
E-I.
Lion.
Say that again. L-I-O-N.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, then Hamwise is also going to give a brownie to Ilion. Like, eat this; it'll help.
I would say you can eat it with a bonus action.
Okay.
It'll give
It's
you
up to you.
7 temporary hit points.
I'll just shrug and pop it in my mouth when I can.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead, add it now, and then we'll say
That's
we're going into turn order at this point, though.
8 temporary hit points.
7.
7. Okay.
Can I can I hold a spell for when one of them gets hurt by a spike growth? Or no?
Since you were walking away out, yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna hold. I'm just gonna hold Toll the Dead for when I see one of them go by the spike growth, and I'm gonna.
Brogny, you're in my shot.
Oh shit! I didn't even see you there. My bad. I'll move here. I didn't see you there. My bad.
You were so stealthy, he didn't even see you there.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even. Yeah. My B. I just like to be the big beefy frontliner. That's all. I don't do that often. I like to be clunky and in the way. It's my life.
All right. Starting with Michael.
I'm going to hold my action. When I see one of the whatever they are, orc, goblins, whatever, I'm going to shoot it.
Oh.
Okay.
They're all like shit. I didn't have to hold anything. Never mind.
Yeah, no, they definitely rolled like shit. All right, so you're gonna hold your
They
action for when you see them. What is your action?
Shooting them. They are goblins, right?
So there's 1 goblin and 3 bugbears.
Oh, the bugbears.
Okay.
Takes me back.
Lara, you're up then.
All right. I don't see anything, do I? Can't see anything, right?
Let's see what your range. You have dark vision, by the way.
Down. I do.
Okay. I would say at this point, once you move down, that you could partially see this guy, but it's going to be half cover.
I move here. I can see him a little better. Little, not much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's still half cover. It's just the shape of the stalagmites there.
Actually. When he gets in the range of 30, I'm gonna use my hand crossbow.
When
And
he
I can
gets in
see
the
him
range
better.
of 30 feet, and you can see him better.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So. All right. Let's see. Maricos, you're up next.
That should, I don't know why, but mine is 7. I don't know why that saved is.
I thought you weren't in there at that high, but because
Yeah,
Hamwise would have been next technically, but
yeah,
I was going with it. I didn't know.
yeah, my 7 didn't save. I apologize. I thought it did. Yeah, so I'm down below.
Okay. We'll fix it. No biggie. Hamwise, you're up.
I am going to hold my action until one of them comes within 20 feet of me.
All right. Now you did slow them down with the rough terrain, and they're probably going to notice. So I just don't want you to waste your turn here. Chances are they're not going to get within 20 feet of you this round. Because once one runs into it, the others are going to be like, maybe we go the long way, right?
I mean, I can move here, and then when that one pops in, I think it's 20
Alright.
feet. Yeah, I'll just
Alright.
move there and then hold.
Sounds good. I just want to make sure we were on the same page. Brogny, you're up. Everybody's holding their actions. Nobody wants to be the first to attack. Run straight through that shit. You don't know what it does.
Nah, after 400 plus years, I know what spike growth looks like. Fuck you.
Elephants have to skinny bear, right?
You know, but let's see. I will. Yeah. I'm gonna see. I believe this first little guy here, from where I'm at, I can kind of see him, half cover, roughly. I'm gonna cast a little
Yeah, I'll
sacred
give you half
flame.
cover.
But the cool thing about sacred flame is it says the target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw. So it's a DC 15 dexterity save. And if not, he takes 6 radiant damage.
DC what?
DC 15 dexterity save.
Yes, he saves.
Fuck.
So how much damage does he take?
He takes none.
None.
Oh, okay.
It'll just shoot off and hit the wall, and I'll act like I mean it, like, oh, that's a warning shot. Halt.
You say this in common or a different language?
I don't know if I know anything else. Hold on. I know. Yeah, I know Loxodon in common. I'm gonna venture to bet they don't know Loxodon. I'm gonna say in common.
Okay.
And that will yeah, that is gonna end my turn. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yes.
There, and then he's going to dash. So he is going to enter the spike growth. Hamwise, go ahead and take your attack. You throw your dart and it whizzes past, and you hear it ping off the wall or off the cave stone to his left. However, your spike growth does how much damage? 2d4 piercing, I believe. Go ahead and roll that 2d4 if you did not already. All right. Okay. So that's spike growth damage, and the next bugbear will have seen that. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And what is a wisdom saving throw, I believe?
It's a perception check.
Oh, it's a perception check. All right. Okay. And what was it? 14.
Yep, DC's 14.
He definitely, as he comes up on it, does see that his fellow teammate is entangled with something. He doesn't quite know what it is, but instead of continuing down that path, he's going to head down this way. Elion, you're up.
All right. Since I can see this guy in the spike growth, I'm gonna pop off a shot with my short bow at him.
Yeah, and I believe, sorry, Lyra, you were going to take a shot as well, correct? You were holding action to take a shot when they got within 30 feet.
Yeah, I think he was.
We're gonna let her shot go off first, and then Elion, it'll be you.
Sounds
If,
good.
unless she's not there, in which case we'll let you fire first.
I'm here.
All right, take a shot.
Yeah.
Boom.
17 most certainly hits. Roll damage.
Volume.
Noise.
As you hit, no sneak attack or anything, right?
No.
All right. As you hit, you go straight into the thigh bone, straight into the femur.
No
So
bone.
he's not only run into this and his shins and ankles are all chewed up, but now he's got a bolt sticking out of his leg. And we're going to Elion.
All right. I'm gonna pop off a shot with my short bow at the dude who she just shot at.
Yep.
I don't know why mine is defaulting to advantage.
Yeah, it's all right. If you don't have advantage,
Anyway.
I just take the first
No,
one.
yeah,
So,
I don't.
16 most definitely hits. Go ahead. Oh, you did roll damage. And with that, you see as this goblin runs into the spike growth and then getting pelted, it's like a scene from The Godfather where they're just getting plastered with bullets, and he collapses into the spike growth.
I would like to
Okay.
search the body for a cannoli. Wrong scene, but you know.
For sure. I get it, and I like it. Inspiration for you.
And that will conclude my turn.
All right, Marcos, you're up.
Yeah, I can't see any of them. And I have people in front of me in spike growth. So I am going to move right here, and I'm going to hold firebolt for any enemy that comes within range. So I will go ahead and cast that just so we have it on reference. 25 to hit, 11 points of fire damage if that does.
What's your
If
range
anyone
of
comes
vision?
within
30
range.
feet?
I'm pretty sure I have dark vision. Give me one moment, please.
So, because we're not going to use the range of the spell here, we're going to use the range of your vision. So when you see
60 feet.
60 feet dim, but 30 feet regular, since this is dark vision, right?
You could see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were, so dim light. Yep.
I'm gonna let it go for now. We'll look into it a little bit. I think that at that distance, if you wanted to wait till 30, no issue. But I think at that 60 feet, you might have disadvantage.
That's fine. Here, I'll roll again if you want to do that. That doesn't bother me at all.
All right, so we'll just keep it as is for right now.
Okay.
I'm
pretty sure either.
So
yeah.
All right, so we'll keep that at 60-foot range then for you. So if something comes up within 60 feet, you want to firebolt it, correct?
Yep.
So you do have all three of them within range of 60 feet. I'm going to say you can't see this guy, but you definitely see this guy. And this guy, he's up a little bit, but you would see most of him. So which one would you like to attack? They're 55 feet away from you.
Dealer's choice. I can't see him on the map, so dealer's choice. It's fine either way. Whichever one's first, and I chuck a fire bolt at
You
him.
can't see them on the map. Why? What do you mean?
It's
From my character, I can't. Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
okay.
see them.
So I did have that set to dark vision, so that's why I'm curious. I don't quite understand why you can't see him. But anyway, you'll go ahead and attack him with firebolt, and you can. He lights up when the firebolt hits with a flash and a smell of sulfur, and he takes 11 points of damage.
which
And
one
this
was
will
that?
be the goblin one. I'm sorry, I told you there's one goblin. There are two. This was a goblin,
Oh.
and this was a goblin.
I can't see which one is which. What's his initiative number?
This one, give me one sec. This one is 9.14.
Okay. No. Okay.
Goblin 2 was 15.14.
Goblin 9. Okay. Got it.
Wait.
Okay, so that's your action?
Yep, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, you didn't have to hold anything. So Michael, you're up. We're back to the top of the turn order.
I don't see. Do I see any? Oh, the hell?
From your around the corner, no, you don't see anybody but your
No,
friends
no.
shooting
Why?
off at stuff.
Why? Well, but I don't see anything this way, right?
Not yet.
All right. I'm holding my action.
Same thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully still hidden.
Lyra, you're up.
I'm holding my crossbow until I see an enemy in 30 feet.
30
I
feet.
can't see
All right.
anything.
Gotcha. Okay. Hamwise, you're up again.
Hamwise will start moving. He'll get to there. Do I see anything?
Not at this time.
Then I'll just stay there until either an enemy comes down that hallway or somebody else enters my range.
So when you travel through the spike growth, does it not do damage to you?
I wouldn't have traveled through it. I would have went around it.
Okay. You have 30 feet of movement.
I would have
then?
went through Brogni and Lyra and then down 3.
All right. Just making sure. Are you being stealthy about this, or are you just running? Just because footsteps echo in the cave, I just want to check what's going on.
Yeah, sure, I'll be stealthy about it. Nope.
You forgot to take that cast iron pot out of your pack, so it is just clang, clang, clang as you walk around. That seems to be an issue for you right now. Brogni, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm gonna look around me.
Sorry, Hamwise, was that within 20 feet? You said again.
Yeah, within 20 feet.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna look around me. I'll move here. Look around with my trunk. I'm gonna pick up a relatively decent sized rock, cast light on it, and I'm gonna chuck it somewhere down here past my field of vision to give us all a little bit of light.
All right. Let me see what I can do for you there.
And I'll say, and Tia said, let there be light.
So I'm going to say you chuck the rock and it goes tink, 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 and ends up about right there. Does that give everyone light?
Yep.
Nice. And then as what is, oh shit, where'd it go? Oh, that's an action. Well, is all that an action, or would you say picking up a rock, casting light, and tossing is action, bonus action?
Light's an
Yeah, I would
action.
say, and that light's definitely an action, but
Action,
then to pick up and toss the rock. So to scoop up, I'll give you a free action, but then you want to toss it too. I'm going to say bonus action.
That's fine. That's cool. And that will that'll end my turn. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. Coming back. Goblin 2 is dead. Bugbear 4, he just saw his friend blasted from the north with a firebolt, so he's going to try and sneak around. And even without your stealth, he still comes within range. Go ahead, Hamwise.
I like it.
23 does hit with a dart, correct?
Yes,
Just barely.
correct.
Just barely.
Not quite. We're not at that level yet. We're not at that level yet. Yeah.
I mean, you're
Uh,
not.
so as there's a little bit of light illuminating after the stone lands, this bugbear runs across and where it thinks it's safe, and then it sees you just as you throw the dart. It doesn't even have time to react. The dart penetrates into its shoulder, left shoulder, right in between the collarbone and the ball joint there. Yeah. It's called
You
the
know that.
acronium clavicle joint.
You know that hurts.
Oh man.
Little did he realize my darts are just sharpened silverware.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
Reminds me of what's it called? Mystery Men.
Yes.
I'm
Oh my
invisible. Can
gosh,
you
yeah.
see me?
good call.
That's fantastic.
All right. With that, Elion. Actually, let me just check Lyra real quick. I think that might be. It is. It's just in 30 feet. Lyra, go ahead and take your hit. 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. The nice consistent 4 points of damage. The dart hits, and then shortly after, the arrow hits on the other side. Not quite in the same joint on the other side. Just goes straight through the bugbear's bicep. The bugbear just kind of looks at it and looks up at both of you. Now it's you, Elion.
Who the fuck hits you?
All right, so now that Dumbo the elephant has lit this joint up for us,
You're fucking right. You are welcome.
how the spike growth is just like on the ground, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I can.
Does not pose any vision issues or attack issues.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna fire off my short bow then at this guy, and I'm within range to be just sort of normal, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are
I don't have the
55 foot
advantage
range.
disadvantage buttons that I had, so ignore that.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I'll just take that first one unless
Yeah.
given advantage. So 21 does hit on this goblin straight ahead, and you think you hear a crap, but you just see the body collapse.
Oh, good.
Hey Rusty, if you go into the little gear on your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
right underneath,
Ah,
like, yeah,
advantage
with
toggle. There we go.
toggle. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Right. Anything else?
So having seen Hamwise duck over to the side here, I'm gonna start moving along with him. Kind of put myself alongside the spike growth here.
How much feet movement do you have?
I have 30 feet, and I kind of eyeballed that, I'm gonna be honest.
Yep. No, you're good. I'll just move you back one.
But he's
Okay.
also a rogue.
Well,
Yeah, so I guess I could use dash action as dash as a bonus action, but
you certainly could. I was just based on you working around the spike growth. That's all. I just didn't want
yeah,
you to run
I got
through it like we clarified earlier.
Yep.
So if you'd like to use your bonus action to dash, you can do so.
Nah, not a big deal.
Okay. All right. And seeing the dart and the arrow, this bugbear is just going to run screaming and get within range, and it is going to attack Hemwise. it comes down overhead swing and is able to catch you right in the neck. Weirdly enough, as you were throwing the dart, you kind of tilted and it caught you right in the neck, doing 8 points of damage to you.
All right.
Say bye bye temporary hit points. And that is it for its turn. That goblin's dead. We're back to Marikos.
Marikos is going to take a step up, and I'm going to try to smack the guy right by Hamwise with another firebolt here. I'm assuming he probably has some kind of cover or something, but 23 with whatever it is, 7 points of damage, if that does hit.
Fucking hell.
It does. This is firebolt, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so Hamwise, you're standing there, and as a firebolt comes right over the top of your shoulder and nails this bugbear right in front of you, there's a flash. You instinctively look away for a second. No damage done, but definitely a bright flame right in your eyes. And the bugbear does take 7 points of fire damage. Anything
Boom.
else?
That's it. That'll end my turn.
Okay, Michael, who, after taking out multiple skeletons, has just kind of hung out in the corner, out the
Yeah, I'm
side.
like, okay, I'm missing like everybody. Like everybody's like, man, missing all the fun. So I'm gonna step out, just on the other side of the spike growth. Actually, no. I'm gonna move to here. Do I have? I have visual on this guy, right?
I'd give you visual. I am going to give him a little bit of cover, though.
It doesn't matter with me. I got sharpshooter. In
Oh,
that case,
true.
I am gonna move back to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah.
You can do your hunter's mark as well.
What's that?
You could move your hunter's mark. You had hunter's mark this guy previously.
Oh, it's still up. Okay. I'm going to move Hunter's Mark onto this guy.
All right.
Bonus. Actually, no. Hold up on that. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack this guy.
You're going to attack twice. Go for it.
Yep. Normal shot.
Okay.
$16 to hit.
Barely hits.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
10
Nice.
points of damage.
Nice.
But
you do see, unlike the skeletons, this does take full damage.
And he also takes 1 point for sneak attack. That in there.
Okay.
Douche. Nice.
Go ahead and do your second attack.
Second attack. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Did you say I have advantage? I mean,
Inspiration.
inspiration.
You do. You had an inspiration from earlier.
What is that?
You roll again. Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
your
it's
attack
roll again.
Yeah.
Right up in
It's not Bardic this time. It is DM.
I will take that 21.
Yeah,
8 points of
buddy.
damage though.
So with your marksman capability of not worrying about the reload time, it almost looks like you fired 2 bolts at once, both of which nail this guy, and he doesn't even have time to react before his body falls limp to the ground.
Nice.
Lyra, we're back to you. Unless you had anything else there. I think it was your attack, your movement, and
attack
your
bonus.
action. But
Yep. Nope. That's everything.
okay.
16 to hit this guy.
Who you're hitting this guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just barely hitting. Roll your damage.
8.
All right. With that, you thought it actually missed. It was that close, but you do see some blood from where the crossbow bolt seems to have sliced his side.
Good.
Anything else?
That's all I got. Nope.
All right. Hamwise, finish him off.
Hamwise is just gonna move right up and fire off a volley of punches at him.
All right. First one missing. Bugbear was wincing from the pain of the bolt, and he accidentally dodged your first punch.
I will use a key point and then do my flurry of blows.
Got it.
Attack number 1 and attack number 2 with part.
With that, so I don't know if you watch Critical Role at all, or if we've done this at all, but how do you want to do this?
So Hamwise is just gonna like run up to him, swings wildly with the first hit, and then just uses the momentum, like kind of gets behind him, hits him upside the head with his net, hits him upside the head with a fist as he's like spinning around, and then with the momentum just snaps his neck.
All right, it's pretty gruesome, but I like it. All
I
right,
love it.
With that, you do hear in the midst of this another "Ow, ow, ow, ow," seems to be coming from the south.
Can we get a check on the bodies? Do we have time? I should
That
should
is
ask.
up to you. You are currently not under duress, but you did hear a scattering of footsteps and a howl in the distance. So it is your call.
I'm gonna as I hear that howl, I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy, and I'm gonna do the howl back. See if I can lure it towards us. But I want to make it seem slightly more alpha, like a little deeper and a little longer than his howl.
Hamwise, go ahead and roll a cons check for me, please. Spike growth is gone. When you got
I was gonna drop
by
it
the bugbear.
anyways.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to clear it up because when you got hit by the bugbear, it would have fallen. The thaumaturgy howl. Go ahead and do a performance check if you're trying to make this sound, or I'll give you an intimidation check if that's what you're trying.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I'll take it. Intimidation. Oh, I get
This is
advantage. I get advantage on
awesome.
charisma stuff. Hold on. No, that's just perception, right?
Can I aid him by
Persuasion.
casting Druidcraft and making him smell like an alpha wolf?
I like the resourcefulness, so I'm going to say yes.
Intimidation, advantage.
And I'm going to give you Hamwise inspiration. So that's basically DM inspiration there.
18.
18. You think that sounded pretty much the same, but more bass tone like an alpha.
Damn right. Nice. Yeah. I'm not even gonna worry about the bodies. I'm just gonna like try to get ahead of everything.
Yeah.
Are you going to pick up your light source there as you walk past it?
I was gonna pick it up and toss it like down this way.
So basically, anything you see in this bottom path, that is the lower path. Anything you see up here or up here, you need to find entrances like this one here or different stuff where it's kind of like a ramp to get you up there. So it doesn't matter for your rock. I'm just letting you guys know as you move. Also, as you move, go ahead and just move slowly. You do hear some pitter patter to the west.
Okay.
And where
Yeah,
did
so
you want
I'll,
to throw your light source? Up here?
No, yeah, yep.
Okay, so I'll say you chucked it and it bounced off the wall and it is up top 5 feet now. So if you want to, you're like 10 feet tall, right?
I'm like 8 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, plus your trunk, you could see this easy and pick it up, no problem.
I'm a girthy motherfucker. Yeah, I'll slowly start.
Go ahead
making
and
my
move
way
your next round.
to the light source.
While they're moving, would it be possible to make an acrobatics check to get over here on this ledge from where I'm at?
For a monk, heck yeah.
Gazoon once everyone gets closer within the light source, I'm gonna.
We're gonna go ahead and clear out the initiative order. Go ahead and keep moving slow for right now because stuff is moving on the other side. Go ahead, Keeks.
I'm just gonna pick up the light source in my trunk and carry it for now
All right.
until
Let's see if I
we.
can group you. Hold on one sec. Don't move.
Okay.
As you move. Try again. Don't move. Can you move now? It groups it for me, but not for you. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I'll just move it with you. No biggie.
Okay. Gonna slowly keep
Okay,
moving.
go ahead and stop there. As you know, it's kind of like a turn order, but not really a turn order, as everyone's following. You are we being stealthy, or are we moving
I
slow and perceiving what's around us? What is the intent here as we move?
I think I would have been somewhat stealthy,
I'll
moving
tell you what,
carefully
if you
through.
were trying to be stealthy, roll your stealth check. If you were trying to move slow and perceive your surroundings, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah, I'm a
We'll do
perception.
this as a group. So,
My
Oh,
shit
hold
ain't
on,
stealthy.
hold on.
I like it.
If
So
I
far, I'm liking it.
with my trunk and everything, when I make perception checks, I'm gonna take a nice deep smell as well to see if I can smell a werewolf or smell something, smell
Oh, you
bodies, anything.
definitely smell the stench of werewolf for sure. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. As you
All
get
right, that
closer and farther south, that putrid smell that Pooper Scooper smelled earlier is definitely in your nasal cavity. You're not going to be able to get it out. Everything you eat for the next week is going to taste like that a little bit.
yeah,
no.
I'm kind of. I think as that happens, I'm gonna get close to Hamwise and just dunk my trunk in the pot of stew and just coat the inside of my nostrils with nice warm stew. Just yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at now. Uh, I'll slowly start to move forward with the light
Okay.
as everyone is grouped with me.
I assume
Are
everyone's
are
following.
yeah? Are
Ready
we
to
allowed
move your
to?
next round? Sorry, Ed, what were you going to say?
Oh nope, you answered it. We're good.
Rodney, are you moving as well?
Oops. So, oh,
So
okay. And
Hamwise is up here. No problem there. Sorry I didn't answer you. With the 22 acrobatics, I assumed you had no problem. Keep in mind this is 5 feet lower than where Hamwise is at.
yeah, that's fine.
5 feet's
This
nothing. Don't worry about it.
this guy here, I
You
wouldn't
don't
be able to
see
see
him.
him because
No,
he's on the
none of you
other
do.
side.
Yeah, there's a 5 foot there and then a stalagmite in the center of it, and he is on the other side.
Okay. All right. Would I hear like a little pitter patter of feet?
No, he
Uh,
got there before you and is just waiting patiently to see what you guys do. You do hear another howl. Arr, 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 arr.
and that would be more along the western side as well.
That's more the eastern side, actually, down this way.
Ooh. Oh, I'm going towards that. Uh, and I can go this way to get to that.
Mm, If you're gonna climb at that point, let me move you over. That is definitely gonna, we're gonna have to do a check down here at the bottom. You can see where it kind of opens up,
Oh, okay. Whoops.
right?
Yeah, I'll turn back at the group. I think the werewolf is to left.
East.
That's where I'm heading. And I'm gonna start heading towards the lefty left.
Okay. As you get closer, I assume I'll let everybody go ahead and move as well. But as you get closer, you do see this werewolf in the distance. It is not. It is thrashing a bit, but does not seem to be moving from its location.
Nice.
It sees you. I think you did not roll stealth, correct? You rolled
No, I did
perception.
not. I was
So it definitely
perceiving.
sees you, and then now is kind of alerted to your group's presence. You had some stealthy people, but it knows you're there at least, and is snarling and looking at you. Almost fear you see in its eyes, but definitely snarling and does not want you in its bubble.
Ooh, so it's not like it's not coming at me though. It's like
It's not moving. That's all you know at this point.
ooh, do you understand me? I'm gonna say it to the werewolf.
You're just gonna ask that in what language?
In common. I don't have any other language, unfortunately. Well, it doesn't understand. Oh, hold on. Do I don't hold on, let me see. I have tongues. I do, but it's not prepared. So it's gonna be in common. Yeah, in common. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm not even gonna make you roll. You would know that a werewolf cannot understand you when in the werewolf form.
Ooh. So perhaps something is wrong here. Yeah, I'm gonna slowly. I'm gonna start to walk towards it in a an unalarming manner. I don't want it to think that I'm gonna kill it. I want to see what happens if I get close to it. Maybe something's wrong with it. Maybe it's just a person that has been transformed and does not know what to do. Let's see if we can help it. Well,
So
yeah,
are you
no,
getting closer to it?
yes, non-lethal.
Go ahead and
No,
show me how close you're gonna get.
how? Okay, I'm gonna get fucking right
You're
on it.
gonna get within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, let's do this. I want to see if I can help it.
All right. Are you trying to reach out? What are you trying to do here?
I'm just slowly walking up to it, and I'm gonna see what it does.
It's
Reaction.
definitely like snarling, snapping as you get closer.
It's not gonna back down.
It looks like it is fighting for its life. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right. So something's wrong with this guy. 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna say even with that, as you get close, you see that there are chains on the ground, and it is chained in place.
Ooh.
What is everybody else doing? So pause with Brogny. What is everybody else doing? Go ahead and move wherever you're gonna move. Nobody's doing anything.
No, I was waiting for everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see what everybody else does.
I'm just gonna move there and keep an eye out from behind us if anything comes up.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for you watching the six.
That's what I was doing.
Both of you, go ahead. Separate.
22.
Okay.
6.
Elion, you hanging out there? What's your plan?
Does Rusty still not know his character's name?
Sorry, I stepped away to pee for a second.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah, just curious what your plan was at this point. We got Michael and Maricos kind of watching the six, and Brogny is about to get bit by a werewolf. I'm hoping he goes full. He gets turned into a werewolf. That's fucking
That'd be
awesome.
awesome.
I am pulling out some kindling,
Werewolf.
lighting a campfire, and I got to think of Jiffy Pop, you know?
The day you've been waiting for at least 40 years has come, in which Brogny bites the big one.
So
Now
excited.
I'm gonna move in a little bit so that I'm not like totally vulnerable from like behind here. And if the werewolf attacks, I'm gonna pop off a shot with my short bow.
All right. The werewolf is definitely going to attack as Barogny comes within 5 feet of it. So we will go ahead and do that. It's going to start with a bite. 9 points of piercing to you, Brogny.
Ha!
And you will have been bit by a werewolf. We'll deal with that later.
Oh no.
Actually, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for now, and I'll just keep it in mind for later.
How
Oh
much
my
damage?
god, this is awesome.
9
9.
points.
Where Brogny?
It's a Constitution saving throw, not a check. I can't hear you at all.
Do I? 9. I thought I had.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ooh.
We'll see what
Well,
happens.
we found the
We'll see
first
what
victim of
happens.
the copter
A
dozen.
Weradon. Is that what they call them? Weradons.
All right, and then it's going to then attack you with a claw attack for another 7 points of piercing. So as you're getting closer, kind of reaching out, kind of feeling it out, trying to let it know that you're okay, it does not seem to have its wits about it. It is taken over, evil in its eyes at this point. It reaches out and just bites your hand right in that meaty part right there. So you're gonna have a
Oh,
werewolf bite right there, and you have a Loxodon, Paul, so it's not as bad as you're human, but anyway. And then after that, it's able to claw at you, so it swipes, and now you have a couple claw marks across your face as well, going down your trunk.
Now, are these like auto hits?
No, I'm rolling.
What are you rolling?
I rolled a bite attack for 21 and
Oh.
a slashing attack with the claws for 23. I assume both of those hit.
Just barely.
So I was just going along with the story, if you're cool with that.
Just barely. If only I would. Oh yeah. Yep. All right. So
I mean, you're lucky I didn't give it a surprise round against you.
I would have been ready for it. I was ready. I'm gonna save him.
With that, we'll go ahead and Brogny, you'll have first in the turn order because you're right there. But then we will roll into initiative. Go ahead and roll when you're ready.
Yeah. So
I did
I'll
clear it out, so everyone will have to re-roll. Don't worry about it.
boom. Initiative. Oh, look at that! Am I rolling that 20s?
Ooh. You and the werewolf both rolled nat 20 initiative. Funny enough. And neither of you. Wait. Evan rolled the nat 20. Sorry, I thought you did. Alright. So, is everybody in the turn order? Helion, Lyra, Michael, Brock. Okay. With that, Brogny, you're going to be up first, and then we'll jump into the turn order with Marikos. So he just bit you. You have a reaction.
Thanks. That hurts. And in a little bit of blind rage, I will touch it back with my trunk, and I will 3rd level inflict wounds.
Jesus.
So I don't know exactly how that works.
Did you cast it at a higher level?
I did.
All right,
I did.
so 20 points of damage. And I believe that's necrotic, right? Yeah, necrotic damage. Ooh, shoot. One sec, fix that. There it is. As you touch it with your trunk, where do you touch it?
Well, he just slashed at my trunk, so I just touched him on the hand.
whips
As
back
he's
to try and like smack his paw away, and as you do that necrotic damage, you can just see the black, which you wouldn't think from Brogny, but the necrotic damage flows up the werewolf's arm, uh, doing 20 points of damage.
little bastard.
With that, we're back to Marikos.
Um,
Keep in mind, this guy
and
is chained down, so he is
Yeah.
not going to be moving.
Well, actually, no. In that case, I'm going to take a step back, and well, he only gets one opportunity attack, right? He can't attack twice. Is that how that works?
Per round, correct. So he will
Yeah,
get an opportunity attack as you try and go away.
I'm cool with that. I'll take a step back, and I'll take his opportunity attack.
All right, he's going to go ahead and swing, and you are Rodney doesn't seem very agile, but in this case, it's almost like a reactive quickness about him, and he is able to pull away without, with the claws completely missing him, no issue.
Advantage on
And I'm going to assume since you reached out to touch him, you dropped the rock there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I seeing that he's chained up. I'm gonna use my action to talk to the group and say, it seems that he's changed. He's chained up right now. Maybe we leave him be.
Are you
Same
still saying
time, he's
this
either our
as
problem
Tanator?
now or he's our problem later.
I'm not going to attack. I'll use my action to say some things, and then I will. I'm not going to move. That'll be it.
Do you still look like Tanator?
No, that only lasts an hour. I'm assuming probably not.
No, it took you 45 minutes off trail. No.
Yeah. Nope.
That
That is it.
It's awesome.
All right, so you are not going to attack, and you're going to say to the group, maybe we should leave this for right now. Okay.
Attack action.
And sorry, I almost called you Siddle. Elion, did you mean to respond in game, or was that just you?
That was in game.
Okay, so I assume
Yeah,
everybody
he's
heard him.
our problem now or he's our problem later. I don't know.
I don't care what happens. I got bit by a werewolf. I'm turning tonight. Woo!
And he's definitely our problem later.
I'm gonna be your problem in about 12 hours.
Brogny's dead. Brogny's dead. I'm excited.
Oh man, you just made my dreams come true.
I mean, I assumed you guys would see this thing as changed. Never mind. We'll talk later.
Oh, you gotta understand, we're playing like these characters are gonna die, because they are. It's gonna be great.
Go for it. Who's up next? The werewolf, just snarling and snapping, but unable to attack anybody because it can't move. Hamwise, you're up.
Hamwise seeing it fight Brogny is not happy about it. So he's gonna go in. He's going to non-lethally attack it.
As you come into range, he was holding his action to attack you. So he goes to swipe at you, but you are able to bat it away with one of your pots.
Oh, good. I am going to not only make an unarmed attack against him, I am going to stunning strike on it.
I like it. Go ahead and roll. You still have to roll to hit, right? Stunning strike
Yeah, I do.
only takes.
Nice.
25 does hit, and I believe that's a. Is that a cons check? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
A save throw, yeah, con save.
Yeah. He did roll an 18. For anybody who's yelling at me about not rolling so that you guys can see it. So I think that saves. What's your DC?
14.
All right, so he does save, but he does take the 9 points of damage from your fist plowing into his jaw.
All right. I will then also use Flurry of Blows on top of that.
Okay, another key point. How many of those do you have left?
After this, 2.
Okay.
Nope.
That one hits. The 9 does not, but the 25 does. So an additional 5 points of damage. He's kind of snapping at you, and so that threw you off. You saw his teeth at the last moment on the first one, but the second one striking true right in the center of the snout.
Okay. And then last action, since I use flurry of blows, I get my drunken technique. I'm going to disengage and move back 10 feet.
All right. He did already use his reaction this turn to snap at Brogny or to slash at Brogny, so you would be good. But just so everybody knows, he did use his reaction already.
That's my turn.
Nope.
All right, Brogny, you're up again.
Just gonna start twitching.
It doesn't happen that quick, buddy.
Just kidding.
Brogny contracts
Asshole.
lycanthropy just to die the night of.
I'm still pretty pissed at this thing.
All right.
So I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
It's a DC 15 Wisdom save, or take 2d12.
Go ahead and roll your d12 damage.
2d12. Oh my
Oh,
gosh! You can't. That's awful. 5 points.
He's in such a state of fear and rage and so many mixed emotions that you didn't know a werewolf could have, that you don't even see the effect. You just know because of that connection with Toll of the Dead that he definitely was hurt by it, but didn't seem to phase him.
But it didn't do too
Oh.
much. Yeah. That's gonna end my turn.
Hamwise and Brogny, as you guys have come in and out of range with this, you will see scars all over this hybrid form's body. It seems like it's been here a while. It's You do see rotten flesh all around it, and it definitely looks like it's been held captive.
Oh, okay. Is I
As you guys pound on a wounded dog.
mm-hmm.
he hit me first. As
So would a
as I do
dog.
that, I'm gonna slightly snap out of my little psychotic rage and calm down again, and I'm just gonna toss him a few peanuts after I just cost him 5 points of damage. After I hurt him, be like, okay, all right, let's
Yeah, it's fair. He does not
peace
phase
out.
him either. Does not phase him either. He's still snarling, snapping, fighting for his life.
Okay, all right. That's it.
Michael, you're up.
He's held captive. We must help him.
I don't understand why you guys are hitting him. He's chained up.
We can unchain him.
How about we do that when he's not a werewolf?
I'm going to use my action to do a perception check to see if
Alright.
there's anything else going on around us. Yeah, not with that.
You made the perception check to watch your 6. So I'm gonna say go ahead and roll one more and we'll split the difference. Because you rolled fairly high, or I think you rolled like a 6 or something before, so we'll see. I'll give you the advantage here.
Okay, okay.
So what are you trying to perceive?
Is there any funny business going on? Is there any other creatures in this cavern over here that are moving around? Do I hear any
So you're
voices or
specifically
movement?
looking to the east and listening for movement
Not
in any direction.
not specifically to the east, but I'm just looking around, looking in here, but I'm listening to everything else around me. Yeah,
How tall
I'm
are you?
everything around me. Human size, so
Are you gonna move in order to do this perception check? Or
No,
are you gonna stay in that little
I'm
valley?
just staying where I'm at, kind of looking around the room in front of me and listening to what's behind me.
I'm gonna say similar to the way Gollum was able to move through and follow the Fellowship. You don't hear or see anything at this time, even with a 19.
All right, I'm gonna move down this way just a hair.
Who's getting a Teams call?
No, I didn't get it. My computer beeped. Was that it?
Oh,
It sounded like
Oh
maybe.
yeah,
an
email.
Outlook message or a Teams call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Sounds
what
like
it was.
the
Email.
first tone of a Teams message, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Teams, yeah, whatever.
Okay. Are you moving any farther than that, or is that?
No, but Carl, do I see anything? Like it's dark here. I can't see beyond here.
Odd.
Is that right?
N- no, in theory it should be
Okay.
giving you dim light there. I
Okay.
tell you what, we'll just go ahead and we'll throw in a torch over here.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you technically don't see them and didn't hear them. He's that this is the ledge, and you at that angle you wouldn't see him at all. So you don't
Okay.
see anything yet,
Okay.
but they were definitely sneaking up on you guys.
Okay. I'm just gonna post up here and my action was to perceive, so that's it.
All right, and with that, you finally do hear something. You hear a clatter up towards your north up here, and then you do hear some footsteps, and then another clatter, more northeast than the first one.
I'm just gonna say uh footsteps north and oh shit. That's exactly what I say.
That's about all you get out
Yep.
before you are attacked with a scimitar. 21 to hit, 3 points of slashing as it's going for your face, and you just get a little cut across your chin.
Hold on. You went way too fast for me there. How much damage?
3 points of damage.
Okay.
Followed right after by a bolt from a short bow that whizzes right past your head. And with that, it is Lyra's turn.
You just hear help.
Help me, help me. It's all the further I can go.
So that was your 30 feet. You can use your. Oh, you're within 20 feet, so you could shoot if you'd like.
Whee. Okay. 18.
That certainly hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
3.
Right after he slashes your fellow teammate Michael with his scimitar, you fire off your hand crossbow, catching him right in like not that meaty part, but like the bony part on the other side of his hand.
Good. I hope it hurt.
Okay. Anything else? You have bonus action or anything else? So it was your movement plus your action.
That's all.
Okay. Elion.
All right, so having heard Mikkel yell out help and hearing the commotion over there.
I just want to say I've done very good this time and called you Michael the whole time. Last time, Rusty, I called him every name other than Michael.
So okay, stupid question because I've never played a rogue before. For sneak attack, I have to have advantage on my attack for some reason, correct?
No.
You either have to have advantage or an ally has to be 5 feet within 5 feet of an attacking creature or the attacking creature.
So
Or
like
the
that,
creature you're attacking. Jesus.
Yeah.
so if I'm shooting my bow at that dude right in front of you, Eric, then I get
Mhm.
sneak attack damage too.
Correct.
Right.
Beautiful.
And
All right.
and if you like were stealthed and come out of stealth to fire, you would also get sneak attack damage.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do just that.
You can
Pop off around.
also then use your bonus action to stealth or to dash. Just FYI.
Okay.
So you're gonna attack this one.
Correct.
14 just barely misses.
So I do not get sneak attack if I didn't hit, correct?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
So the arrow flies and hits the wall before it makes contact with the goblin and bounces off and scoots through right in between the goblin and Michael.
Okay. So okay. I don't want to go metagamey here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that there's a dude over here.
You
My
cannot
character
see
would
him.
not be able.
Correct.
Yeah. I
You would
can. My
see this
character
guy up here.
cannot. Oh, I can't actually. I cannot actually see that guy up there.
Oh, okay. Let's throw another light up there. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on with the light. Sorry, guys, but we'll throw a couple lights in so you can see.
Okay. Perfect. Can I find like a little nook or something to hide in on one of these pillars, or hide behind, just to do bonus action stealth?
Shh. How much movement do you have left?
About 10 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you move over here, you could probably hide behind that stalagmite.
Over where? Sorry.
Here,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will do that then.
because that puts
And
you at
that'll
an
be
angle with the 5-foot lip that this guy doesn't see you, and then you would lose sight of the other ones as well.
okay.
So go ahead and roll your
Cool.
stealth check,
Yes. As soon as I can find
just
my
so
damn
we know
character
if
sheet.
they come up on you, whether they find you there.
I
Yeah,
ain't
26,
seeing
you're good.
shit.
Alrighty, and at this point, you will see another short bow arrow come, and Michael, you will feel that short bow arrow for 4 points of damage. And then he's going to use his movement to come back over there. Marcos, you're up.
Fuck yeah. All right, so peeking around, I probably get a glimpse of some motherfucker running up. So, as as Miracos is walking around. Usually, you'd say, "Hey, no, wizard, don't go melee." That doesn't fly. Miracos is actually going to jump down, and you see him. Yeah, actually, you know what? First, I will cast Shadow Blade as I walk down, and I am going to, as I pop down in front of this dude. So I consume some darkness around me, and this magical blade pops into my hand, and that is my bonus action. We'll do it at second level. So I will do Shadow Blade. 13 to hit. Probably does not hit on this guy.
Negative, does not hit.
Man, damn it! I need to get the hang of this thing again. And I swing wide and miss him. This was my bonus action to summon that thing. I would have attacked him. That doesn't work. And that's all I got for right now.
All right.
Walking down, staring this goblin dude in the face. That'll be it.
You do see up to the north Maricos and Elion. I want to say you'll see him too. A bugbear approaching from the north. He's
Fuck
going
yeah.
to throw a javelin at
That's rude.
Maricos. Does 21 hit?
Yeah. So do I see him? I see him pop that up, right?
Oh yeah, he comes over to the edge and tosses it right at you.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Come on now, let's play nicely." As this arcane ward pops up, as I react with shield. That's not gonna fly. Well, you said 21. You said
21.
you said yeah. So I'm still popping it, and it's still gonna come through. Because I
Okay.
wouldn't have known.
I
I
wasn't
wouldn't have
sure
known.
what your AC was with shield. That's why
Say
I gave you the
21.
21.
Nope. It's. I would have still tried, but
All right.
it still
So
hits.
10 points of piercing as 300 style. It just catches the side of your face. They're going for your faces tonight. I don't know why.
All right, and I'm gonna make a Constitution check to see if I keep con save to see if I keep my Shadow Blade. 13. So yeah,
Yep,
that'll
you're
save.
good. All right. With that, it's the werewolf's turn. You can see that he's still snapping and snarling at Brogny, and he's going back and forth between Brogny and Hamwise. Not able to move, but does seem to be tugging at those chains. Hamwise, you're up.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to spend one of my key points for bonus action to dash. And
Like it.
I am going to then move right there. And then I'm
right.
going to punch that gobbo in the face.
What is your 40 feet, right?
35.
So you
Move at
use
70.
your movement and your bonus
No, I
action
get
dash.
I get dash as a bonus action.
So your movement and your dash. That's what I'm asking. So
Yes.
you're 70 feet. Now you are 5 feet above him because you're
And
on
then
that
with
ledge.
the extra movement, then I'd move down.
All right, cool. I'm just making sure your placement's good. I'm good with it. Go ahead. 15 just barely misses.
I'd have advantage because I'm flanking now, right?
Correct. So even
Okay.
better. Go ahead and roll. 21 does hit. We're going to stick with the 9 damage for you. So you're able to punch him right in the back of the head. Dick
All right,
move, but I
and
like it.
then I will use my extra attack. 25 hits.
Yep. So 7 points of damage. You do one more punch right to the base of the spine, and you can see he just collapses.
And that'll be it for me.
Brogny, back to you.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm going 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move up here. Would I see my
There's a
little
stalagmite right in front of Elion there. You can't really see it that great, but you would not be able to see through that thing.
Got it. Okay. So then I can see this guy here. I will bonus action. Let's see. Spiritual weapon, definitely in range. Level smith of the 13 on this guy here. Oh, actually. Where is my is it this one? Yeah. So is that considered an attack roll?
So you cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action, I believe.
And then attack
Yeah.
with spiritual weapon. Is that considered an
Right.
attack roll?
No, it automatically attacks based on the first cast, and then every other one you can attack with a bonus action.
Well, no, I mean, but is
Yeah,
is
it's
the spiritual weapon attacking is considered basically I'm
Oh, you're
asking.
not asking if it's your attack. You're asking if it is an attack roll. Correct.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't understand
I
your
was
question.
curious. I don't know if 13 is going to hit this guy or not, but I'm curious if I can use this on that. I don't think I can. I don't know.
I don't see why not. It's an attack roll.
Yeah. No. Uh, it's a. Oh wait, is that bonus action to do it?
It's not. It doesn't say it's. I could just channel
You
divinity.
just you yeah, you
All right,
just use your
then
channel
go
divinity.
with it. Plus 10 makes it 23, so a 12 does hit. And this little light in front of you, in front of the bugbear, will be it. I'll give you um, availability to it in just a sec. So 12 points of damage. What is the shape of your um,
So there's
spiritual
goblins
weapon?
down here. He's a bugbear. It's gonna be. I feel like goblins are always after gold coin. So it's gonna be a sack of gold, bag of gold.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that'll be bonus action, and then action,
For some reason it's not liking you, so we'll go ahead and delete it for now. We'll get you another one there. Give me a sec.
and then action. I can cantrip out some Toll the Dead, same guy. This guy here, DC 15 Wisdom save. If not, it'll be 15 points of damage.
Okay, so 15 points of damage. Wisdom save, right?
Correct. DC 15.
It fails, so 15 points of
Nice.
damage, and that is just enough to see it collapse.
All right.
Nice job.
And then spiritual weapon. I can't move it, right? I just
Not this
cast
turn.
it.
Not this turn, yeah.
Okay, I can move it now. Okay, cool. All right. That's it. That's all I got in my turn.
Okay. Michael, we're back to you.
I'm going to say keep one of these alive. But the one in front of me, I'm going to take a shot at.
Shot through the heart.
I am going to.
Like it.
You know what? On this one, I'm going to use I'm going to use the sharpshooter.
Ready? So -5 to attack. Does that
Yeah.
automatically do the
Misses.
-5, or do we need to do that manually?
No, it's I have it calculated in.
All right, that's what I was hoping for. So, yep, he's able, as you pull out your crossbow, he's able to sideswipe and